Hello again, everybody. David Clary, along with Mark and Shauna Haste, Alex Myers, here at the Wildcat Arena, getting set for District 4 4A basketball. The Wildcats and Lady Wildcats taking on the Bearden Bulldogs today in a huge ball game with a chilly temperature outside. And here in a few moments, I'm going to bring in Shauna Haste, and she's going to talk more about this ball game as the Lady Wildcats trying to get back on the winning side of things against the Lady Bulldogs, coming off of a victory this past Friday against Hardin Valley. Shauna, you have more information about tonight's game.
Yes, thanks, David. So, Oak Ridge returns to basketball action this week against two teams in front of them in the district, Bearden and Farragut. Tonight, the Lady Bulldogs of Bearden are in town in hopes of sweeping the season series with the Lady Wildcats. Bearden routed the Lady Wildcats on December 5th in the fourth biggest defeat in Oak Ridge history. Bearden won 76-36 at Bearden. The Lady Wildcats led the all-time series 40-12 since the first game in 1973. The December win by Bearden was the first meeting between the two teams since the 2019 Region 2 tournament. Oak Ridge won that game and eventually advanced to the state tournament. Bearden appeared to be a state tournament team this season. Bearden features Natalie Hodge, a Missouri signee, and an excellent surrounding team around her. Their 18-3 record makes them one of the best teams across the state. Their only losses have come to West Ridge, CPA, and Upperman. They have been beaten every District 4 team at least once, including Oak Ridge opponent on Friday, the Farragut Lady Admirals. They defeated Farragut on Friday 72-41. Oak Ridge lost to Farragut at home 60-55 back on December 9th. Oak Ridge and Farragut will play at Farragut on Friday. Oak Ridge leads the season with Farragut 49-11 since 1975. This season, the Lady Wildcats are 2-4 at home and away this season and 2-2 on neutral courts. Bearden is 4-0 on the road. Tonight's game marks the second half of the district schedule for both teams. Next week, Oak Ridge will have two long road trips, with trips to Cleveland on Monday and then McMinn County on Friday. This Friday's game with Farragut is the first of 4 straight road games for the Wildcats. After tonight, Oak Ridge will only have 9 games remaining in their season. The district tournament at McMinn County this season and will begin on February 16th. Tonight, we are live at the Wildcat Arena. Our sponsors for tonight's game are Laura Lynn Green with State Farm Insurance, Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty, the Oak Ridge Utility District, the Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic of Oak Ridge, 10 Bank of Oak Ridge, the Summit Medical Group, Bob's Wash and Fold, and Fox Insurance Group. We'll take a break and return to the tip-off for a moment.
You've worked hard to build your business, and we want to help you protect it. The team at Fox Insurance Group believes your business deserves the expertise of a local insurance agent. With business insurance from Todd Fox at Fox Insurance Group and Encova Insurance, you can make sure your business stays up and running no matter what happens. If you own a business, make sure it's fully protected by contacting Fox Insurance Group. Visit www.grayfoxins.com or call 865-482-0513.
Washboard Wash and Fold offers services other laundry services can't do. Hotels, restaurants, and vacation rentals use our service for their linens, towels, etc. Our turnaround time is 24 to 48 hours, which frees up your time to attend to other business matters. Don't attempt to handle your laundry on your own when Washboard Wash and Fold is here to service your needs. Our hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m., Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., and we're closed on Sundays. Don't forget our after-hours drop-off shoot. We're located at 113 Robertsville Road. Try us out today.
How do you say the name? TN Bank?
Nope.
Tin Bank? So what is it?
10 Bank. 10, as in Tennessee. Right here where all our banking decisions are made. Not some corporate office in who knows where. 10 Bank partners with small businesses in our community to help them grow.
Really?
Yes, that's local banking from 10 Bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Energize your home with natural gas from ORUD, your affordable energy choice. ORUD has generous appliance incentives to offer your family. Buy appliances from us and get rewarded. It's as simple as that. We are a one-stop shop. We'll sell and install gas appliances for our customers and make it easy to add to your bill with our 0% interest financing. Plus, you can save over $1,000 on your annual utility bills when you switch to natural gas for heating, cooking, and clothes drying. Comfort you can feel, savings you can use. ORUD Natural Gas. Visit our showrooms in Oak Ridge, Kingston, and our virtual showroom at ORUD.org.
KOC Oak Ridge shows our commitment to orthopedic excellence by providing on-site x-ray, bracing, casting, and physical therapy. We strive to take care of all of your orthopedic needs in a professional and efficient manner with the respect you deserve. We've been treating East Tennessee families for over 40 years, and we're a proud supporter of Oak Ridge High School athletics. Check out our website and give us a call at 865-558-4400. Go Wildcats.
Did you know that Summit Medical Group was voted the best family practice in internal medicine in 2023? We do walk-in same-day appointments and are currently accepting new patients. For the convenience of our patients, we have on-site physical therapy, a lab, x-ray, and ultrasound. Come see our new location at 850 Briarcliff Avenue in Oak Ridge. To schedule an appointment, call 865-483-3172. We're open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Saturdays 9 to 5. Summit Medical Group of Oak Ridge, the leaders in primary care. Get to the Summit. Did you know that Summit Medical Group was voted the best family practice in internal medicine in 2023? We do walk-in same-day appointments and are currently accepting new patients. For the convenience of our patients, we have on-site physical therapy, a lab, x-ray, and ultrasound. Come see our new location at 850 Briarcliff Avenue in Oak Ridge. To schedule an appointment, call 865-483-3172. We're open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Saturdays 9 to 5. Summit Medical Group of Oak Ridge, the leaders in primary care. Get to the Summit.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
Ugh, come on. Seriously? This is so extra.
but what you could say is,
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
your local State Farm agent is available when and where you need them, online, over the phone, or even in person. State Farm agents are here to answer your questions and help you file your claim.
This is so extra.
Get with someone who can actually help. Contact me, Agent Laura Lynn Green, today.
Now back to tonight's game, brought to you in part by Laura Lynn Green with State Farm Insurance.
Welcome back once again to the Wildcat Arena, where here in a few short moments, the Lady Wildcats will be taking on the Bearden Lady Bulldogs. Will be going down to the floor for the starting lineups. Just right before the ball game, Coach Tubbs told me that there was a chance that Avea Mitchell might not be able to play today. She was having a little bit of a lower back issue. I see her warming up down below, so that's a good sign. So hopefully she'll get in the ball game today and actually play like we know Avea can. She's averaging 22.8 points per ball game. Alex Myers now joins us here. Alex, Oak Ridge and Bearden, it's a great rivalry, and we've got a good crew working the ball game. I think probably three of the best officials in our association working this one. I expect an exciting ball game tonight.
Absolutely, David. I know that I don't know the third, but I know the Matt Queener obviously is down there. I know the lady that's on the officiating crew. I specifically know those two, have recognized those two, and appreciate their work over the last several years watching a bunch of Oak Ridge basketball. The other gentleman, I'll trust your opinion. You've watched him more than I have, but certainly looks like a good crew. And you know, David, it's an exciting ball game. Obviously, if you look around social media, if you look around just kind of the numbers and the stats and the records, obviously Oak Ridge is not going to be favored. They're a heavy underdog in this game, and they'll be an underdog in the boys' game as well. You know, you're looking at two of the best teams in the state for Bearden on the girls and the boys side, but should be really, the word I look for, David, is it's opportunity. You've got an opportunity to prove yourself, starting with the girls team. This team everybody knows is improving, but this is kind of a measuring stick to say how much further do we have to go to get back to the standard that is Lady Wildcat basketball.
Let's go down to the floor for our national anthem.
We'll get started with rosters, but first please stand and remain at attention for the presentation of our colors by the Oak Ridge High School Junior ROTC, led by Chief Ryan Nichols and Commander Dan Troy, tonight led by Cadet Keely Burnham. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. Thank you, ROTC. Bearden Lady Bulldogs are coached by Justin Underwood and assisted by Josh Suttle. Starting lineup for the Bulldogs: number 2, Natalia Hodge; number 3, Riley Hunt; number 20, Emma Rainey; number 34, Theola Mills; and number 40, Katie Foster. And now starting for your Oak Ridge High School Lady Wildcats, number 3, Autumn O'Donnell; number 5, Avea Mitchell; number 15, Evelyn Eubanks; number 22, Janaea Pippins; and number 31, Alani Mitchell. Lady Wildcats are coached by Kevin Tubbs, assisted by Christina Sims and JT Eastep.
And we're about to get set here from the Wildcat Arena. The Lady Wildcats wearing their all-white jerseys. The Lady Bulldogs in their black with maroon. Two teams are set. Alex Myers, you've got the call. It's Oak Ridge and Bearden live from the Wildcat Arena on our YouTube channel, Prep Radio.
Thank you, David Clary. Looking forward to getting two games I've had to watch online, so I'm glad to be back here in Wildcat Arena. Always a good night when you're here watching Lady Wildcat basketball. As we get set for the tip, like you mentioned, it's Alani Mitchell for the Lady Wildcats. She does not win the tip. It goes to Bearden, and with it is Bearden's Riley Hunt. Inside it goes. Hodge the one to watch for Bearden tonight. Here's a quick three on the right side. It was sunk by Emma Rainey, the 5'8" senior wing. Play a little two-guard and point guard at times for Bearden, as here comes Oak Ridge the other way, trailing 3-0. Here's a Pippins three, off back rim, no good. There's a Russell for the rebound. I thought it went out of bounds. The referee says otherwise. And here come the Lady Bulldogs, crossing half court, up 3-0 in their second possession. Oak Ridge got away with the foul. They did not. It's a blocking foul. And that is the correct call tonight. Pippins tried to slide over and make a play, did not get there in time. So Pippins is going to get called with her first team first, as Bearden will go to the line for 2 shots, leading 3-0, 33 seconds into this ball game. First free throw off the mark. Mike Sheehan will bring him in at times during this broadcast, the Wild Man. One of our Pep Radio family here, watching here from Oak Ridge tonight. Both free throws off the mark. O'Donnell out of there with the rebound, and she gets it to Avea Mitchell. You heard David Clary talking that she's been in some pain, was not sure of her availability earlier in the day, but she does get the start and is in here to start things off for the Lady Wildcats. She's got it, left elbow, backs it out. Thinks about it, giving it to Evelyn on the right side. She does just that. They try to get it inside to Pippins to break this zone, and and it was turned over. Bearden's got it now, nearly traveled. They're going to pass ahead. Here's Hodge for three, off back rim, good. Somehow that went off the back of the rim, went higher than the top of the backboard, and then nestled its way back in. And two shots good for Bearden. They're 2 threes, unfortunately. It's 6-0 here early on. Pippins, free throw line jumper if she wants it. She thinks better of it. She's going to skip past to O'Donnell. It's intercepted. Still 6:37 left in the opening quarter. One of Oak Ridge's key players now has 2 fouls.
Yeah, she got caught reaching in that time, Alec. No doubt it was a foul.
So back to the line will go Hunt. She's 0 for 2 tonight from the free throw stripe. Make it 0 for 3. Mark Haste, not used to seeing a guard go 0 for 3 from the line to start. She's got fresh legs, but so far she's not able to hit.
Unless you're watching Tennessee play basketball.
She hits that one, though. She's 1 for 4, and Bearden has a 7-0 lead here. A minute and 25 seconds into this ball game. Eubanks with it at the top of the key. She's going to pass it around the horn to Pippins. Pippins drives in, back out to Mitchell. Avea Mitchell, long three, left elbow, no good. Alani fighting for it. She can't come out of there. Here's Hodge with it. The Missouri commit works right side, gives it to Hunt. Hunt driving, high arcing shot off the backboard, no good. Rebound put back up, no good. Evelyn Eubanks with 1 block. It's going to be a jump ball. Thought they were going to call her with a foul, but they're going to say it was held up momentarily. Good call by the official there. And that is a jump ball. Lady Wildcats get possession, trailing 7-0, 6:05 to go in the opening quarter. Mitchell, Eubanks, Pippins, O'Donnell, and Alani Mitchell on the court. Oak Ridge 2 freshman starters tonight. It was tipped out of bounds off of Mitchell, they're going to say, as O'Donnell tried to get it to Avea in the right corner. Hodge was defending. She tipped it initially, but then they're going to say Avea touched it last. So the Missouri commit, Natalia Hodge, one of the, if not the best player in the area, one of the best players in the state, no question about it. As here's a three, deep right side. That is Emma Rainey. That's her second 3 of the night. She's got 6 of the Bulldogs' 10 points, and it's 10-0 Lady Bulldogs. Avea Mitchell working against the top of the key. Can't get anything to go. They double her, kick it out to O'Donnell. She's open if she wants it. She takes it in and out, no good. Eubanks with the rebound momentarily before it's stripped away by Hunt. Hunt working against Pippins, going to pass it up to Hodge. Hodge left elbow 3, off the mark, no good. Bearden with the rebound. Tried to kick it out, and Avea Mitchell stole it momentarily. It's a loose ball. Now it goes back to Bearden. Bearden underneath. Layup, no good. Hodge rebound, little 5-foot fadeaway floater, no good. Battle for the rebound. It's O'Donnell that comes out of there. Pippins with it now, crossing half court. She lost the ball. Can she pick it up? She does. She gives it to Eubank at the top of the keys. They're going to get it to O'Donnell now, right side. She's going to dribble. They need to get it to Avea Mitchell. They've got to set something up here. 10-0 the score, 4:50 to go in the opening quarter. Lady Wildcats are seeing stifling defense by the Lady Bulldogs right now. Nice working, passing, working against the zone, gets the ball inside for a layup by Alani Mitchell. Her shot's blocked, and here comes Rainey. Rainey back the other way. It's going to be a turnover. She tried to find Hodge, and instead it goes to the backcourt. Here's Mitchell. Alani Mitchell's layup, no good. Pippins almost got an over-the-back call. She's going to find O'Donnell inside. They work it around, in and out, no good. Bearden comes down with the rebound once again. Oak Ridge struggling to find anything, getting anything to go on offense right now. They trail 10-0. 4:19 to go in the opening quarter. Bearden's shot is off the mark, and then a rebound, second chance opportunity swatted away by Eubanks. Bearden gets the fallout, though. Alani Mitchell down there with Eubanks battling for the rebound. They can't get it. And finally, after the ball bounced around a few different players' hands, it was Katie Foster, the 6'2 senior, who gets the ball to go in. It's 12-0, the lead now for Bearden. Lady Wildcats trying to catch my breath. They have not been able to get anything. They've had some good looks. Here's a good one. Left side, 3, off the mark, no good. Rainey comes out of there with it for Bearden. Working against Pippins, who's still in the ball game. She's got 2 fouls. Here's a quick pass underneath. The pseudo-fast break is good, and it's 14-0 for Bearden. An early lead for the Bulldogs. Lady Wildcats, Coach Kevin Tubbs calls a timeout. We'll take one with them. We'll be back to Wildcat Arena in 30 seconds.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
Ugh, come on. Seriously? This is so extra.
but what you could say is,
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
your local State Farm agent is available when and where you need them, online, over the phone, or even in person. State Farm agents are here to answer your questions and help you file your claim.
This is so extra.
Get with someone who can actually help. Contact me, Agent Laura Lynn Green, today.
Trailing 14-0. It's been all Bulldogs so far as Lady Wildcats bring it across the court. Starters into the ball game, with the exception of they've got a couple substitutes in there. Paige Lawing, as well as Thompson. Odyssey Thompson in there as Lawing works short baseline, and she's kind of tucked away down there on the baseline. They got her the ball. The defense looked to her in that zone, and it left Evelyn Eubanks wide open underneath, and the Lady Wildcats are on the board. Back the other way quickly. Bearden. Their shot's blocked by Lawing. Battle for the rebound, and it's going to be tied up. Is it? Yes. It's jump ball. Possession arrow will go toward the Bearden Bulldogs. They got the jump. Oak Ridge got the first jump ball, and now Bearden gets this one. Corner three out of the baseline, out of bounds. No good. Hodge gets the rebound, puts it away, and she's fouled. So it's 16-2 now with 3:02 to go in the opening quarter as Natalia Hodge, the 5'7" senior guard, will go to the line for an and one opportunity. Shot is up, nestles it in. 17-2, 3:02 to go in the first quarter. Lady Wildcats trailing. Avea Mitchell, been ailed a little bit this week, but she's toughing it out and playing anyways. Bearden in this 3-2 zone. Left wing it goes, now to Lawing. In the short corner, back out to Mitchell. Leah thought about a three, instead she's going to pass it. Now it goes inside to Lawing. Lawing underneath. Now out to Thompson, back to Lawing at the free throw line. Open three at the top of the key. Pippin's good. They had to be patient, but they worked it around and got a good shot.
They definitely did. And Evelyn's an all great three-point shooter.
Inside Bearden. Quick shot at the free throw line, no good. Eubanks with the rebound. She's going to fire it ahead to Pippins, who gets fouled on a layup attempt. Pippins actually gave it to Avea Mitchell, excuse me. Avea passed it ahead quickly. I mean, it barely touched her hands, and it was skipped forward to Pippins. Pippins missed the layup, but she was hacked on her way up, so she'll go to the free throw line for two. You talked about Tennessee earlier, talking about Bearden kind of jokingly saying maybe they watched Tennessee as they haven't been a good free throw shooting team. But one thing, Rick Barnes, if you get two fouls, you're sitting for the first half. Coach Tubbs made a decision early on. Even though Pippins picked up two fouls within a minute and a half, they decided to keep her in. And it's paid off so far as she's got 5 points on the last two possessions. Oak Ridge trailing now by 10, 17-7 the score, 2:17 to go in the opening quarter. Hodge has it, working against Avea Mitchell on the right elbow. Mitchell playing really good defense. Hodge finally gets past her, though. Misses the shot off the iron, no good. Who touched it last? Bearden. Evelyn Eubanks fighting for it, scrapping down low. She's had a nice game, clawing underneath. And Lady Wildcats have a chance to get it back within single digits if they're able to put it in here and there on this possession. Avea, quick shot from three, no good. Bearden, who touched it last? Pippins. Nice effort there by Natalia Hodge, who was falling out of bounds, and Janiyah had just kind of run over there to play defense and fight for that ball, and Hodge just kind of turned around, and right before she hit the bleachers, she just tossed it back, and it hit Janiyah. The Bearden ball, 1:45 to go in the opening quarter. Lady Wildcats in this extended zone. They're going to get it short corner. Here's a two-point shot, no good, and Hodge is going to get the rebound. Scoops it back up, 15-footer, no good. There's a battle for it. It should have been a jump ball, no call. Here's a three. Emma Rainey, no good. That's her first miss of the night from three. You can't leave her open. Battle for the ball. It's stolen away that time by Mitchell. Mitchell looks ahead. There's not enough of a window to get a pass ahead for a layup, so she's going to settle. She's going to take a long two off the mark, no good. Bearden comes out of there with it. Rainey working against Thompson. She's going to find, that's Rainey with it.
Nice.
She thought about a three, tried to pass it, and Pippin swatted it away, but Hodge comes out of there with it. Up by 10, Bearden with 1:05 to go, leading 17-7. Hodge working against Avea Mitchell. Mitchell pokes it away, it's stolen. Here comes Odyssey Thompson. Doesn't have numbers, she's gonna kick it back, find a trailing three, no good, as Avea Mitchell's shot was missed. 2-on-1 fast break now, Hodge, left-handed layup, good. 45 seconds to go, Bearden. Rare Oak Ridge mistake where they didn't get back, and Bearden takes advantage of it. Oak Ridge breaks the press. That's Paige Lawing. Lawing tosses it back, nearly threw it back court, but Avea Mitchell corralled it in, I should say. Eubanks with it, left side. Now out to the three-point line. It's Pippins. She gives it to Avea Mitchell, which Tubbs barking out signals and commands. It's 22 seconds left in the opening quarter. Let's see if they settle for one shot. Trailing 19-7. Oak Ridge working around with it. Into the corner it goes. It's batted away. No, Pippins has it now as Hodge couldn't save it. Three-pointer from Eubanks, off the iron, just a little bit long, no good. There's a scrap for it. It's on the ground. It should be a jump. It is a jump, and that'll be Lady Wildcats' ball with 5.8 seconds to play. It'll be inbounding underneath. On the floor for the Wildcats, Thompson, Eubanks, Avea Mitchell, Paige Lawing, and Janiah Pippins. 5.8 seconds to go. They couldn't get a sub in. They wanted to get Alani. They won't. Eubanks left wide open for three, off the mark, no good. Still a loose ball. It falls out of bounds. It should be Lady Wildcat ball. It is. 0.3 seconds. Not many plays for 0.3 seconds. Maybe they can just throw one up there and kind of volleyball, bat it up in the air. As we'll see, Avea inbounds it from the side. They do get the shot off. Honesty Thompson, no good. Well, at the end of one, it's 19-7. Bearden the lead. We're going to be back in 60 seconds for second quarter action.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
Ugh, come on. Seriously? This is so extra.
but what you could say is,
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
your local State Farm agent is available when and where you need them, online, over the phone, or even in person. State Farm agents are here to answer your questions and help you file your claim.
This is so extra. Get with someone who can actually help. Contact me, Agent Laura Lynn Green, today.
Did you know that Summit Medical Group was voted the best family practice in internal medicine in 2023? We do walk-in same-day appointments and are currently accepting new patients. For the convenience of our patients, we have on-site physical therapy, a lab, x-ray, and ultrasound. Come see our new location at 850 Briarcliff Avenue in Oak Ridge. To schedule an appointment, call 865-483-3172. We're open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Saturdays 9 to 5. Summit Medical Group of Oak Ridge, the leaders in primary care. Get to the summit.
David Clary back here along with Mark and Shauna Hayes, Alex Myers, Mike Sheehan. 19-7 is our score as we start play here in the second quarter. Alex?
Here comes a three from Bearden. They've taken a lot of them. They've made a lot of them. Here's another three. No good. 0 for 2 to start the quarter, but unfortunately, they can be 0 for 3. They've gotten 2 second chance opportunities. That shot's inside, and it's blocked by Pippins with 2 fouls, and then it's tied up, and unfortunately, no. Evelyn Eubanks does secure the rebound. They're going to say she was tied up, but Oak Ridge will retain possession. So Bearden now, unfortunately, can put on their full court press. Oak Ridge breaks it easily. Pippins, little stop and pop jumper, no good. Bearden comes out of there with the rebound for a moment. Pippins poked it away, but Hodge comes out of there with it. Just into the second quarter of play, Bulldogs leading 19-7. Oak Ridge got down 14-0 before Coach Tubbs called a timeout and kind of settled things down. A heave of a shot from Mitchell, that time way off the mark, no good. And looked like she was trying to draw a foul there, Mike. Maybe, I think she had an opportunity to just kind of settle in and take a normal jump shot. And there's a girl who can shoot a jump shot, Rainey. I think that's her 8th point of the night. She is in fuego to start this thing off. There's a jump ball underneath as Alani tried to beat the press and make a layup. 2 girls had their hands on the ball. More jump balls than you normally see in a game here, just over a quarter, Mike. Bearden and Oak Ridge both scrapping, clawing, and they're doing a great job getting their hands on the basketball.
Yeah, they definitely are. I tell you, Bearden is really a great rebounding team, Alec.
So Hodge brings it across the court. O'Donnell, Avea Mitchell, Alani Mitchell. Thompson in there along with Alani Mitchell, and there's another 3. Guess who? Emma Rainey. She's got 11 now. Here comes a fast break from Oak Ridge. O'Donnell, nice pass to Alani Mitchell. She's hacked on her way up. Shot was no good, well off the mark because of the foul, but she will earn a trip to the free throw line. The foul was on number 34, Theola Mills. She's a 6-foot post. Mark, this is a big team. Their best player is 5'7", the guard, but in the post, they've got a junior who's 6'1", a senior who's 6 foot, and a senior who's 6'2". That length so far, it's helping the Bulldogs, and it's clearly affecting the Lady Wildcats.
Yeah, it really is, and they can all play too. Alex, is the Lady Wildcats are kind of struggling here in the first half.
First free throw was missed, but Alani hits the second, and it's 24-8. Bearden in the lead here. They have been taking care of business early on, not playing around here on the road in Oak Ridge. Here comes a two-point jump shot, no good. Pippin's out of there with the rebound. She doesn't have numbers, but she's always looking to push the pace, and why not? She gets her shot blocked, though. It's going to roll out of bounds, and the official says it was last touched by Oak Ridge. So Bearden will get the ball back with 6:09 remaining in the first half. Bearden's up 24-8. Coach Tubbs watching his team. And they're in this very extended zone. Inside it goes. Alani Mitchell with a beautiful block. Oh, they're going to say it was a tie-up. Wasn't tied up for long, but based on other jump balls they've called, that's consistent. That's probably the right call. Again, David Clary mentioned it beforehand. This is a very good veteran officiating crew we've got, and Oak Ridge throws the ball away. Thompson, a little bit of an irresponsible pass there as Pippins wasn't quite ready for it, and you can't lob balls up against this team. They're too athletic. There's a lob. Pippins, it's stolen away, and here comes Rainey. Rainey gets it, and Pippins steals it right back. What I can give, I can take back, says Janiyah. And here's another steal. This time, it's a fast break opportunity. Rainey shot no good, but Hunt's there for the follow. Oak Ridge didn't get back. Bearden out-hustled him to the rebound there. And that's not going to be one Coach Tubbs like. And he immediately turns around and is going to send Evelyn Eubanks and Sakari Stewart into the ball game at the next dead ball, as he did not like that, and I don't blame him. Oak Ridge, O'Donnell gets it inside to Alani Mitchell. Mitchell, her shot's blocked, and Bearden gets it out to Rainey. She doesn't have numbers, but boy, she's fast. She's going to press the ball forward. Tosses it back to the trailing three. That's no good from Hodge. O'Donnell comes out of there with the rebound. Avea Mitchell, left elbow. She's nearly doubled. She's going to break it back out. She's got Pippins on the right corner for three if she wants it. No, she's going to pass it back up top. Top of the key, it goes to Mitchell. 4:50 to go. Mitchell waves away the screen as she's going to back things up, breaks the count, and she's going to toss things around the horn. 4:40 to go now. Lady Wildcats trail this one in the second quarter, 28-8. Goes inside to Mitchell. It was batted off her leg and rolls out of bounds. Bearden's going to call a timeout. It's a full timeout. We'll take one with them. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Lady Wildcats trail 28-8.
You've worked hard to build your business, and we want to help you protect it. The team at Fox Insurance Group believes your business deserves the expertise of a local insurance agent. With business insurance from Todd Fox at Fox Insurance Group and Encova Insurance, you can make sure your business stays up and running no matter what happens. If you own a business, make sure it's fully protected by contacting Fox Insurance Group. Visit www.grayfoxins.com or call 865-482-0513.
I'm Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty. I'm a proud graduate of Oak Ridge High School, class of 1982, and a member of the 1980 State Championship football team. As a lifelong resident of Oak Ridge, I would love to put my knowledge of the area to work for you should you have any real estate needs. You can contact me at 865-919-5559 or at betsycolemanrealty.com. Thank you, and roll Wildcats roll.
Welcome back to the Wildcat Arena. Mark Haste, it's been a struggle. Lady Wildcats struggling to get anything going. Bearden just so good and disciplined on both ends.
Yeah, they really are. You can tell that this is a top-tier team in the state, being Bearden. As the shot's up, no good, rebounded by the Wildcats.
Team with state championship aspirations, no doubt about it. Really, you can say that for their girls or boys team. It's exciting matchups tonight on both ends. Set a measuring stick. You know, Oak Ridge is not to this level yet, but you want to see where you're at after you started stringing some wins together and clearly made some improvements. But this is just such a veteran team, kind of the inverse of Oak Ridge. They've got so many young players. Here's Mitchell. She thought about a three, still thinks about one, backs up, stops her dribble. She gives it to O'Donnell. O'Donnell didn't know what quite to do with it. She gives it to Eubanks. Eubanks over to, she tried to get it to Sakari, and she was just a tad bit late, and that passing lane closed quickly. Here's Hodge, pull up three, no good. She's got the green light, and I understand why, but that one probably a little uncalled for. She gets a steal, though, immediately back against Eubanks. Can she draw the foul? No, but she stops, pops, shot is no good, and Avea Mitchell comes out of there with it. Mitchell, 2-on-3 break, and it's stolen away. And, wow, great balance by Hunt there as she stole it away, went out of bounds, came back, established herself, and still got the ball before Lady Wildcat could get it. And Rainey's three, no good, and the rebound is off a Bearden Bulldog. And it will be Lady Wildcats ball. Paige Lawing checks back in. She didn't start. She's played a little bit in that first quarter, played well in her limited role. And now she's going to come back in. She had one of the prettiest setup passes of the game so far. Again, Oak Ridge trailing 28-8. 3 minutes to go here before half. Mitchell with it. Gives it to Lawing, right corner. She's going to drive baseline, try to give to Eubanks. It was last touched by Oak Ridge. Sakari Stewart saves it. Stewart inside to Lawing. Lawings gives it. Now gets it back at the free throw line. Stewart inside to Evelyn Eubanks, who was shoved. No call, and she dribbled out of bounds. Mike, it looked like she dribbled out of bounds because she was pushed out of bounds.
I agree with that. That wasn't a good call for the Lady Wildcat.
So with 2:39 to go in the second quarter, Bearden brings it across half court. Kind of a slow pace here as they're going to try to set something up and run some offense, leading by 20, 28-8 the score. Lawings and Eubanks combined to block the shot when it went inside to the 6'2" Katie Foster. Nice job by them, but the ball does roll out of bounds, and it will still remain Bearden ball as Emma Rainey, the deadly Hawkeye three-point shooter, will inbound the ball, and they get it to Hunt, who's immediately fouled. It's on Lawings. That's good because I thought it was on Pippins. Pippins has been playing. If you just joined us or joined us a little late, Shania Pippins picked up 2 fouls in under 90 seconds of play. Coach Tubbs has left her in there. It's a little bit of a gamble, but it's paid off as she's been one of Oak Ridge's better scorers. I think she's scored 5 of Oak Ridge's 8 points and has not picked up another foul. So Lawings picks up that foul, but that's just her first. As Hunt has 5 points, and she hits a free throw to make that 6. So she started off 0 for 3, but is 3 for her last 3 from the line. 30-8 the score, 2:20 to go before half. Mitchell gets a floater to go, nestles it in there, and that's her first 2 points of the ball game. So if Oak Ridge can get her going a little bit, maybe they can make a run at this thing. At least try to get some momentum going, something consistent offensively. Bearden fumbled the ball. They get it back out to Hodge. Long 3, off the mark, no good. Her shot, for everything Bearden's done well, their kind of deadliest weapon offensively, Mike, she's not really been on tonight from a shooting perspective, but boy, she's made up for it on the defensive end.
Yeah, she definitely has. This is really a good defensive team and one of the best offensive rebounding team I've ever seen.
She's 1 of 7 from three-point land, but still making an impact. Here's a shot, and she's fouled. She has been able to get to the free throw line a couple times, and she'll go back here, and she's clearly just kind of shaking her head, Mark. You know that she has a different standard. She's playing well, but for her standards, she's probably clearly a little frustrated with her offense right now.
Yeah, I would agree with that as Janaea Pippins picks up her 3rd foul, Alex, so we may see her on the bench. As to the line for Bearden is Natalia Hodge. She has 11 points, now 2 of 2 from the free throw line.
So Mary Kate Ferraris comes in. The 6'2" senior goes out, and you think you get a little bit of a reprieve there as both free throws are made. Not at all. Now they bring in a 6'1" junior. So here's Oak Ridge working against that junior. Lawings, right corner to Thompson. Honesty off the backboard, no good, and Hodge comes out of there with the rebound momentarily. Eubanks nearly tied her up, but she showed her strength, and Hodge just ripped it away. Now she's coming back the other way. Spin move. It's poked away by Pippin. She's got to be careful playing with 3 fouls here with a minute to go before halftime. Minute 20, I should say. Bearden with it. Down low. They kick it back out to Rainey. She's hit 3 threes already. Don't want to let her get hot again. And Oak Ridge, this possession, they've played good defense, but if they force a miss right here, they got to get the rebound. They don't. They don't force one as Hodge finally starts to get her going. And it's 34-10 with 60 seconds remaining before halftime. Mitchell calls for a screen, then waves it off. Bearden playing a zone as well. Oak Ridge has had some open opportunities, but the length has really bothered them, and the zone does there as, again, Oak Ridge forced, because of that length, Mike, to throw a high arcing pass, and unfortunately, it was just out of the outstretched arms of the Lady Wildcat going for it.
Yeah, the Bearden gets possession again. I tell you, Dave, Alec, Oak Ridge is playing like the weather outside, cold.
Cold on offense. Again, they've had some decent looks. They've worked some decent offense, but they've just not been on. It's hard even you're going against the length. Speaking of length, Lawing's making a difference tonight on the defensive end. It goes to Eubanks as she forces the miss, and Lady Wildcats get a break from Eubanks to Mitchell. Mitchell's shot is up and no good, and here comes Bearden back the other way. Over Eubanks, good. Hunt much smaller than Eubanks, but she created a little space with the body and got the shot to fall. 15 seconds now, Oak Ridge back the other way. Pippins got a three if she wants it. She jacks it up. Good. Pippins has 8 of Oak Ridge's 13. 7 seconds to go. Here comes Hodge driving, trying to draw a foul. She doesn't do it, but she gets the block shot. Open corner three. Good. And that's your half. 39-13. Lady Wildcats trail Bearden. Mark, before we go to break, your thoughts. I know you've seen Bearden before. You know Bearden's a good team, but seeing him in person tonight, your thoughts on this first half. It's just a tough task when you're playing these guys.
Yeah, it really is, Alex. As you said, as we've talked about, I mean, Bearden's a top-tier team in the state. It shows. Lady Wildcats are more in a rebuilding kind of environment this year, I would say, and seem to be taking it on the chin here in the first half. I mean, they're playing hard. That's the thing that we know about the Lady Wildcats is they always play hard. But I think they're more nervous than they want to admit, and some of the passes, the errant passes and turnovers, I think make that a little evident.
Mike Sheehan, your thoughts on what you've seen so far before we go to break?
Well, Oak Ridge is doing all they can with one of the better teams in the state. I mean, I was really impressed with Bearden, and then Oak Ridge just seems awfully cold for whatever on offense. So, we're going to have to start rebounding better. We're going to have to play a little bit better defense. But this team is so talented for Bearden. I love the way the Oak Ridge is playing. And Evelyn Eubanks has been very impressive with the blocks and the 4 shots she's made them miss. Evelyn's getting better on defense every time I watch her.
They turn up the music. I think that's our hint. We're going to send it to a 3-minute timeout. David Clary will have his thoughts and opinions on the other side.
You've worked hard to build your business, and we want to help you protect it. The team at Fox Insurance Group believes your business deserves the expertise of a local insurance agent. With business insurance from Todd Fox at Fox Insurance Group and Encova Insurance, you can make sure your business stays up and running no matter what happens. If you own a business, make sure it's fully protected by contacting Fox Insurance Group. Visit www.grayfoxins.com or call 865-482-0513.
Washboard Wash and Fold offers services other laundry services can't do. Hotels, restaurants, and vacation rentals use our service for their linens, towels, etc. Our turnaround time is 24 to 48 hours, which frees up your time to attend to other business matters. Don't attempt to handle your laundry on your own when Washboard Wash and Fold is here to service your needs. Our hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m., Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., and we're closed on Sundays. Don't forget our after-hours drop-off shoot. We're located at 113 Robertsville Road. Try us out today.
How do you say the name? TN Bank?
Nope.
Tin Bank?
Uh-uh.
So what is it?
10 Bank. 10, as in Tennessee. Right here where all our banking decisions are made. Not some corporate office in who knows where. 10 Bank partners with small businesses in our community to help them grow.
Really?
Yes, that's local banking from 10 Bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Energize your home with natural gas from ORUD, your affordable energy choice. ORUD has generous appliance incentives to offer your family. Buy appliances from us and get rewarded. It's as simple as that. We're a one-stop shop. We'll sell and install gas appliances for our customers and make it easy to add to your bill with our 0% interest financing. Plus, you could save over $1,000 on your annual utility bills when you switch to natural gas for heating, cooking, and clothes drying. Comfort you can feel, savings you can use. ORUD Natural Gas. Visit our showrooms in Oak Ridge, Kingston, and our virtual showroom at ORUD.org.
KOC Oak Ridge shows our commitment to orthopedic excellence by providing on-site X-ray, bracing, casting, and physical therapy. We strive to take care of all of your orthopedic needs in a professional and efficient manner with the respect you deserve. We've been treating East Tennessee families for over 40 years, and we're a proud supporter of Oak Ridge High School athletics. Check out our website and give us a call at 865-558-4400. Go Wildcats!
Did you know that Summit Medical Group was voted the best family practice in internal medicine in 2023? We do walk-in same-day appointments and are currently accepting new patients. For the convenience of our patients, we have on-site physical therapy, a lab, x-ray, and ultrasound. Come see our new location at 850 Briarcliff Avenue in Oak Ridge. To schedule an appointment, call 865-483-3172. We're open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Saturdays 9 to 5. Summit Medical Group of Oak Ridge, the leaders in primary care. Get to the summit. Did you know that Summit Medical Group was voted the best family practice in internal medicine in 2023? We do walk-in same-day appointments and are currently accepting new patients. For the convenience of our patients, we have on-site physical therapy, a lab, x-ray, and ultrasound. Come see our new location at 850 Briarcliff Avenue in Oak Ridge. To schedule an appointment, call 865-483-3172. We're open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Saturdays 9 to 5. Summit Medical Group of Oak Ridge, the leaders in primary care. Get to the summit.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
Ugh, come on. Seriously? This is so extra.
but what you could say is,
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
your local State Farm agent is available when and where you need them, online, over the phone, or even in person. State Farm agents are here to answer your questions and help you file your claim.
This is so extra. Get with someone who can actually help. Contact me, Agent Laura Lynn Green, today.
Now back to tonight's game, brought to you in part by Laura Lynn Green with State Farm Insurance.
Welcome back once again to the Wildcat Arena, where the Lady Wildcats currently trail the Bearden Lady Bulldogs by a score of 39-13. With these first half statistics, here's Mark.
Thank you very much, David. As you said, Lady Wildcats trail 39-13 at the half. Looking at the statistics, first for Oak Ridge led in scoring by Janiyah Pippin. She has 8 points, 2 of 5 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 2 points added by Avea Mitchell. She's 1 of 8 from the field. 2 points also by Evelyn Eubanks. She's 1 of 3 from the field. And 1 point has been added by Alani Mitchell. She's 1 of 2 from the free throw line. As a team, Lady Wildcats are 4 of 23 from the field. They're 2 of 9 in twos, 2 of 14 in threes, and 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Now looking at the Lady Bulldogs of Bearden, they're led in scoring by Natalia Hodge. She has 17 points in the ballgame, 6 of 18 from the field, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. 11 points by Emma Rainey. She's, 4 of 9 from the field. 8 points added by Riley Hunt, 3 of 5 from the field, 2 of 6 from the free throw line. And Katie Foster has added 2 points for the Lady Bulldogs. She's 1 of 6 from the field. As a team, Lady Bulldogs are 14 of 44 from the field. They're 9 of 29 in twos, 5 of 15 in threes, and 5 of 9 from the free throw line. Lady Wildcats trailed at the end of the first quarter, 19-7, and then were outscored in the second quarter, 20-6, and that's how we get to a halftime score. Lady Wildcats trailing the Lady Bulldogs of Bearden by a score of 39-13. Alex?
As we've got about 2 minutes to go here before half, I guess, Mike, I'll talk with you just for a moment before we send it to one final break. If you're Coach Tubbs, you're down 39-13, sure, it's sports. There's always a chance. But the reality is you go in there and say, hey, let's come back and win this. Is your team listening to you? Maybe, maybe not. What's your message to keep this team focused and engaged? Because we've seen this team. They're not going to quit. So you don't have to preach that to them. But what's your speech to them at halftime for Coach Tubbs, knowing that the score is what it is and knowing that this is an opponent that's going to be hard to gain any traction?
Well, they're just going to have to stay focused on their defense, rebounding, and their offensive capability. That's all you can do. And you play the best you can, and that's what they've been doing. I really like the enthusiasm this team has, and everybody needs to realize how young they are and how talented we keep saying Bearden is, because they're very talented.
One of the favorites to make and potentially make a run to win the state championship, and doesn't take much watching this game to understand why. We'll be back in 60 seconds where we'll have tip-off here in the second half.
KOC Oak Ridge shows our commitment to orthopedic excellence by providing on-site x-ray, bracing, casting, and physical therapy. We strive to take care of all of your orthopedic needs in a professional and efficient manner with the respect you deserve. We've been treating East Tennessee families for over 40 years, and we're a proud supporter of Oak Ridge High School athletics. Check out our website and give us a call at 865-558-4400. Go Wildcats!
Energize your home with natural gas from ORUD, your affordable energy choice. ORUD has generous appliance incentives to offer your family. Buy appliances from us and get rewarded. It's as simple as that. We're a one-stop shop. We'll sell and install gas appliances for our customers and make it easy to add to your bill with our 0% interest financing. Plus, you can save over $1,000 on your annual utility bills when you switch to natural gas for heating, cooking, and clothes drying. Comfort you can feel, savings you can use. ORUD Natural Gas. Visit our showrooms in Oak Ridge, Kingston, and our virtual showroom at ORUD.org.
Welcome back once again to the Wildcat Arena. David Clary along with Alex Myers, Mike Sheehan, Mark and Shauna Haste. Lady Wildcats trailing 39-13. Oak Ridge fell behind 14-0. And that has been a trend early on in some of the games that the Lady Wildcats have lost where they've fallen behind like this, 14-0 before the Lady Wildcats got their first bucket. And one of the key stats, I think, Alex, is if you look at the amount of points that Avea Mitchell, she's averaging 22.8 points per ball game. She has only scored 2 points total in the first half, and that is her season low. And anybody who has watched this team knows that typically how Avea goes the Lady Wildcats, and that's been a struggle as we wait for the officials to join us on the court.
And they are greeted to a Bronx cheer from both fan bases as they're a little bit late coming out. You never know what's happening back there. They may have needed to take a breather as well. But we're back. So I think to kind of echo your sentiment, David, and to talk about what Mark and Mike, you guys have talked about, I think if you're Oak Ridge, if I was coaching this team, and thank goodness for their sake I'm not, but if I was, I think my message would be you're not playing bad defense for the most part. The effort's good. They're making some shots, and because you're in a zone, they're going to get some open shots, and they've hit them. Your thing is you've got to hit your open shots. Just remain settled and keep firing. Don't shy away. And if you're Avea Mitchell, she's always got the green light. You kind of ask her how she's feeling, and if she feels like she can go out there and make a difference, and you remain giving her that green light. Oak Ridge with it, their first possession. They nearly turned it over, but they're going to keep it. Mitchell has it. She's going to go off a long screen, little stop and pop jumper inside the three-point line. It's blocked, and here comes Bearden out of there with it. O'Donnell tips it out. It's going to be last touched by her. Good call by the official that was right there on it, right in front of that Bearden bench. And the Bulldogs will keep possession. They'll throw it in right in front of the end of their bench, standing right in front of head coach Justin Underwood. The assistant coach, only one of them, Josh Suttles. Shout out to our buddy Nick Suttles, who may be listening to us right now. Doesn't get to make it to many games, but is as big of a Lady Wildcat fan as anybody. Here's Emma Rainey for three. Mark Case, is that her fourth or fifth three-pointer she's hit of the night?
That would be her fourth. She's, 4 of 9 from three-point land.
Yes, here comes a steal. Oak Ridge just not crisp on their passing tonight. And here's Hodge for a layup, good. You've got to be sharp with everything you do against a team this long, this athletic, and this savvy. And even just a millisecond late on passes or not getting your head around, and they're going to make you pay, and they have. It's 44-13. Lady Wildcats on the wrong end of a 5-0 run to start the third quarter. Lawings, high arcing shot, a little bit long, no good. Eubanks comes out of there with it. She tries to go up. She's stripped of the ball, and here comes Bearden out of there with it. Emma Rainey, senior, gives it to Hodge. Hodge stops, pull-up jumper, no good. Evelyn Eubanks comes out of there with it momentarily. It's wrestled out of her hands. Last touched by Hunt from Bearden. Into the ball game now, checking in 5'11", just a sophomore, MC Lamarbury. So she's going to play a little post, but she is listed as she can play some wing as well. Just so many bodies that Bearden can throw at you. Oak Ridge, meanwhile, you're seeing the same 5 to 7 out there. long shot off the mark by Pippins. Nobody was there for the rebound, and so Bulldogs will take possession, leading 44-13 with 5:54 remaining in the third quarter. Oak Ridge is in the ball game in their extended 2-3 zone defense. It is Avea Mitchell, Paige Lawings, as Oak Ridge intercepts an errant pass. O'Donnell, Pippins, and Eubanks in there. That's the 5 in there early on in the third quarter. Inside it goes to Lawings, right back out, Pippins. Pippins, short corner to Eubanks, into Lawings, back out for 3. Pippins, way short, no good, and Hodge comes out of there with it. She's a guard, but she'll play a little post and get some rebounds. She was hit on the arm, I thought, going up. She makes the layup, no foul called. She finishes strong anyways. Vea Mitchell coming back the other way, working against Rainey, stutter step, good move, gets inside, through some contact, no foul. Her shot's no good. She still is stuck at that 2-point mark. Oak Ridge's leading scorer, who averages about 20 points a game, and only has 2 points. It's not been her night or any Lady Wildcats night offensively. They get it into the 6'2" Katie Foster, who spins, turns, churns, and gets the shot up and good. Back the other way now, Lady Wildcats trailing 48-13 in the third quarter, midway through. Here's Lawings over to O'Donnell. O'Donnell not looking for a shot. I think she's got to be aggressive here as it goes to Eubanks. Little 8-foot floater, no good. Last touched off Bearden. Lady Wildcats will remain in possession. Underneath the Bulldog goal, it will be Avea Mitchell to throw it in as Oak Ridge gets in Thompson. It's Messiah Thompson and Honesty Thompson into the ball game for the Wildcats, along with Lawings, Avea Mitchell, and Janiah Pippins. Pippins, the junior, gets it to Mitchell, the senior. She's going to set a screen, is Pippins. Mitchell uses it, gets to the top of the key, and they are going to try to find Thompson down low, and it was stolen away. The big outstretched arms of the 6'2" senior stole that one away. Hunt walks. She walks. Are they going to call a foul? Oh, that's a tough call. Janiah was standing there. Hunt didn't see her. She turned around. They're going to call it on Avea Mitchell. But, Mike, she turned around, bounced into Mitchell, who was standing still, and then shuffled her feet. That should have been a walk. One official was about to call a walk, but the far official called a foul.
Well, she missed it. But luckily for the Lady Wildcats, they get it back.
As the former Detroit Piston great Rasheed Wallace would say, ball don't lie. It immediately rolls off a Bearden Bulldog, and the ball tends to find the team it's supposed to find. And Lady Wildcats get possession as they should have had. Mitchell, stutter steps, trying to get past Rainey. She does. She gets a little floater up. Beautiful shot for Avea Mitchell. And now she's got 4. Let's see if Lady Wildcats can get her cranked up a little bit. It's 48-15, 3:53 to go in the third. Bearden with it. They've got a couple reserves in. They're going to fire a 3. Good. MC Lamarbury, her first 3 of the night is good. As Oak Ridge is going to get Evelyn Eubanks in on the next dead ball. That's Lamarbury's first bucket. I think maybe her first shot attempt, as she didn't really play a ton in that first half. Here comes Oak Ridge with it. Lawings not looking to shoot. She was looking to find Thompson down low. It wasn't there. Here's Mitchell. Left side, 3 just off the mark, a little bit long. An inch or two too strong on that 3-point attempt, and Bearden's going to come out of there with it. Rainey thought about passing inside. It wasn't there. She's going to work it around the horn. To Hunt it goes at the right elbow. Hunt's got a 3. Oak Ridge is giving it to her. They won't do it. They're forced to pass, and it was intercepted. It looked like Izzy Mitchell out there. Instead, it was Pippins playing defensive back, and she comes away with the turnover. Lady Wildcats got to be careful with the ball here. They get into Lawings, off the bank, no good. Her shot just rimmed out, and Bearden will come out of there with it with Hunt. Hunt brings it across the midcourt stripe, working against Thompson. Hunt gets right past her, past Lawings, and it was an errant layup, no good. Thompson ahead, she tried to get to Pippins, and she turned the ball over. Here comes Rainey with it. She's going to be doubled just after half court, and Bearden is going to take a timeout, just a 30-second timeout. Mark, I want to send it to you. We haven't gotten you as involved as I would like to, so what are you seeing here in the second half? Has there been any adjustments, anything different you've seen here in the third quarter?
Unfortunately, not really. The girls continue to play hard. The shots just aren't really falling for them. I mean, they had 13 points at the half. They have 15 points now. So we're, let's see, about 5.5 minutes into the third quarter, and we've only scored 2 points. So, Lady Wildcats still, they got to limit the turnovers. The long passes are really killing them. They're trying to get the ball, but the length that Bearden Lady Bulldogs have is really causing the Lady Wildcats problems.
No question about it. It was a 14-0 run to start the game for the Bearden Bulldogs, and now it's a 12-2 run to start the second half. It was 39-13 at the break. It's now 51-15 with 2:27 to go in the third quarter. Hodge wanted a three. She couldn't quite handle the ball, and so she's forced to pass it. Here's a right elbow three off the mark, no good. Pippins comes out of there with it. She's got 3 fouls. She picked up 2 within the first 90 seconds, but has played the majority of this ball game. Unfortunately, she got caught in between a shot and a pass there, it looked like, and she turned the ball over. Bearden, here they come with it, and it's a nice job by Messiah Thompson, the freshman, to bat that ball out of bounds. Here comes Hodge. Quick trigger on the three. Off the mark, no good. I'd like to get her stats from three. She's a good shooter, but tonight she's been cold as well. But it shows you how much offensive firepower Bearden has when she's having an off night and they're still putting up the scoring output they are.
You were asking
for Hodge's 3-point, what has she shot from three? I know she's taken a bunch. I'm not sure she's made more than one.
Yeah, she's 2 of 9 actually from three-point land so far tonight.
2 of 9, and still Bearden. Just a tremendous offensive night for them. Here's a good look inside. Evelyn Eubanks, nice defense in the post, and she powers a rebound out. And it finally gets thrown out to Pippins, who finds Honesty Thompson. Thompson brings it into the front court. Oak Ridge working with O'Donnell now as Brian Leffler working on Avea Mitchell. We talked about that she was not feeling 100% today. She's toughing one out, perhaps contributing to her offensive output not being quite what we're used to it being. So while she's out, Thompson and Thompson both into the ball game at guard for Oak Ridge. Here's Honesty Thompson with the rebound. She's in there with Messiah Thompson, Evelyn Eubanks, Shania Pippins, and Autumn O'Donnell. O'Donnell's looping pass somehow makes it to Honesty Thompson. Mark Case, based on your body language and mine as well, we both thought that was going to be stolen. It was not, as O'Donnell's pass to Honesty Thompson sails a little bit on her. You see right there, the defense of Bearden created that tough pass that usually would be an easy pass, but it forced it to be off the mark. Their length, that's the key for me defensively, is their length and quickness has just been so hard.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder how many of our turnovers are just because the passes are too high. And I think that's just an intimidation factor that the Lady Bulldogs, give to the Lady Wildcats. As the Lady Wildcats get a turnover coming the other direction, Honesty Thompson over to Janiyah Pippin, shot up, no good, rebounded by the Lady Wildcats.
Zaya Thompson's shot is swatted away from behind. It looked like Candace Nesbitt. Wonder if he's related to Coach Nesbitt, who's a legend at Roan State. Of course, his son played at Oak Ridge. Maybe David Clary can chime in. I know he would know the answer to that, surely. As here comes Hodge off the miss, she puts it back up, and that's the end of the quarter. 53-15. Oak Ridge held to just 2 points in that third quarter. And David Clary, our executive producer tonight, he's chimed in a little bit. We're trying to give him a little bit of a break tonight. He says, yes, that is a relation there. It is 53-15. We're going to take a 30-second break. When we come back, we'll head to the fourth quarter from the Wildcat Arena.
I'm Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty. I'm a proud graduate of Oak Ridge High School, class of 1982, and a member of the 1980 state championship football team. As a lifelong resident of Oak Ridge, I would love to put my knowledge of the area to work for you should you have any real estate needs. You can contact me at 865-919-5559 or at BetsyColemanRealty.com. Thank you, and roll Wildcats roll.
Welcome back once again to the Wildcat Arena. So get ready for the fourth quarter, 53-15. Alex, you were asking me about Miss Nesbitt there. Ross Nesbitt, the former Wildcat, is her dad, and the former head coach, Randy Nesbitt, down at Roan State, is her grandfather. So you were right on top of it.
I kind of even recognize that, and most people don't know this, and you hate when I do things like this, but I'll give you a shout out. You hooked me up and kind of made an introduction and helped me get into some broadcasting there, and kind of were the point man of giving me that opportunity and helped launch me into some stuff in college. And you've done that to so many people, and most people don't know that you've made connections like that. So I appreciate that from way back in the day, and appreciate your insight as always there. I'm sure others that remember Nesbitt playing years ago enjoy reminiscing about that as well. Ball was knocked out of bounds as we start the third quarter. There is a running clock, so the clock's ticking. And Mitchell's got to get it in before the 5 seconds. She does to Eubanks, who tried to get it up top to Thompson, and it was batted away. Oak Ridge, primarily their typical kind of players that they're playing. Bearden has substituted for the most part, still playing a couple starters and some reserves as well, both kind of a mixed bunch here for both teams. Missed there, and here comes Hunt with it the other way. Pippins tried to deflect it, but she couldn't get a hand on it, and Hunt scores the ball. Oak Ridge held to just 2 points here since halftime. It was 39-13. Now a minute and 10 seconds into the fourth quarter, it's 55-15. Mike Sheehan, this is a tough watch, but it's not necessarily unexpected because you know how good this Bearden team, and I think Oak Ridge has played hard. I think they've done some things well. I think they haven't shot the ball well, but I think they've had some decent offense to get them some good looks. But I think this is more as Bearden scores again. I think this is less about Oak Ridge struggling and more about Bearden kind of flexing.
I agree with that. We are struggling. One of the lowest percentage of shooting this team's ever had. It's just one of those nights, Alec. What can you say? You go up a great team, sometimes this is what you get.
Yeah, the recipe to stay in this game is obviously you got to have some girls just have a really good shooting night. And unfortunately, on a cold night in January, from a shooting standpoint, it's been a cold night in January. Oak Ridge gets a nice look again into Evelyn Eubanks, but she is shoved as her shot is short, and she'll go to the line for two. And this is where, if you're Oak Ridge, you're struggling to get shots. You get a couple free looks at it from charity stripe. Hit these, knock them down, give yourselves a little confidence, as she's got 2 points on the night.
Alex, this is Evelyn Eubanks' first free throws since her sophomore year, and she knocks it down.
And here's the second one on the way. Good. Quick substitution as Paige Lawing was waiting on the shooter. So Evelyn Eubanks makes both, and Oak Ridge adds to their total to get to 17. It's 57-17, 5:43 to go in the game. Into the ball game now for the Lady Wildcats. Avea Mitchell, good to see her back in there. Janiyah Pippins, Honesty Thompson, Messiah Thompson, and Paige Lawing playing at the post. Smaller lineup for the Lady Wildcats. They're still in this zone. Here's a corner three from Bearden. Off the backboard, no good. It gets stuck on the top of the backboard. You know, the old goals, Mike, they went from the ground, so it couldn't get stuck on the top really. Well, now these have the drop-down bars. If you haven't been to a game in the Wildcat Arena this year, they drop down almost like the old style, and the ball is pinned between the top of the backboard and that goal post that's hanging down. Mike, if I know you could get there quick enough, I'd tell you to go out there and jump up and just tip that ball out. But just don't dunk. I don't want you showboating out here in front of you.
Right. Hey, I wouldn't want to hurt myself.
Don't want to show off the hops, huh?
Yes, let's take a well, David, instead of taking a break, they're getting a ball to get this out, and so Shauna will watch Coach Tubbs or whoever it is that's going to try to go show off their accuracy. But David, your thoughts on tonight's game? I know we haven't heard from you a ton. We're trying to give you the night off, but I'm going to come to you anyways. Just your thoughts on just an incredible Bearden team and a young Oak Ridge team that's trying to overcome that.
Yeah, I agree 100% what you said about the passes. The passes are dangerous, but that's the sign of a young team. One of the things, and Mark and I talk about this just about every ball game, Lady Wildcats give so many three-pointers to teams, and this is a team that all five of their players can shoot those threes, and we've given up a ton of those. But one thing that we've said, and you all have said it as well, is that they're not going to give up. They're going to play until the very end of this ball game. Bearden's just a really good team, and I honestly see them as a state tournament team, and I think a challenge to Bradley.
I couldn't agree more. Coach Tubbs got it on the first try. Maybe not his first time doing that in his decades of coaching. Oak Ridge, just another, really that one was unforced. Lawing tried to get it into corner, and it was the right pass, just a little too hot to handle, and out of the outstretched arms of Honesty, who is setting up for an open three. Janiah Pippins, I like what I see there. She's still being a vocal leader, clapping her hands, encouraging her teammates, trying to play good defense. And she does, as the ball is knocked out of bounds by Lawing. And Oak Ridge will get O'Donnell and Sakari Stewart into the ball game. Those two will join Honesty Thompson, Messiah Thompson, and Paige Lawing. And that may be the last we see of Janiah Pippins and Avea Mitchell. And if that's the case, then, Mark, it was obviously the right call to leave Pippins in, because she didn't foul out. As here's a three from Bearden, off the mark, no good. Been nice to have them shoot like this in the first half. This would have been maybe a little bit more competitive going into half. And here's another steal from Bearden. That top of the key pass is not there, hasn't been there all night. And there's a transition layup from Bearden. It's 59-17. 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Oak Ridge has got to get vertical instead of horizontal with the passes. When they've gotten the ball inside, and I mean vertical, just kind of north and south if you're looking at the court, almost like a football field. If you're throwing it side to side, they're stealing this. If you're throwing it into the paint to get touches, sometimes they've had some more success moving the defense around, getting that motion going. Sakari Stewart nearly turned the ball over. It was tipped out of bounds, though. Lady Wildcats remain in possession. Isaiah Thompson to throw it in. She's got Stewart. Doesn't look that way. Little give and go off the out of bounds to Lawings, who gave it right back to Messiah Thompson. She was hacked on her way up. She'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots. And again, the goal, just get a point down here, shoot the next free throw, try to knock a couple down with 3:13 remaining, 3:12 now, 3:11. It's ticking as we've got a running clock at the at the Wildcat Arena. She has not scored, and she will have to try to do it here as she misses the first free throw. Messiah Thompson trying to get on the board tonight for the first time. Free throw, that one looks good. It is good. And now the clock resumes. It was a running clock, and now it's under that threshold. So Bearden working around against this Oak Ridge extended zone again. Right wing, they want a three? No, they're going to work it around. Left corner. Got a shot at the left elbow momentarily. O'Donnell nearly comes away with the steal. Good hustle by the Lady Wildcats. They're going to call Messiah Thompson with the hit on the arm of the Bearden guard. It's the right call. It's tough because you thought Oak Ridge might have had an opportunity to get a steal, but unfortunately that's not the case. 2:39 to go here in the game. Bearden inbounds it into the front court, working it around. Oak Ridge's defense extending a lot, and there's a great play by O'Donnell, who I thought tipped it off a Bulldog, but they're going to say that it was last touched by her. It's a couple times this possession where she's got a hand in there and knocked the ball out of bounds. She's got good length at the guard position. They get it inside. Might have got away with the walk, but they won't get away with it for long because it's a steal. Sakari Stewart to O'Donnell, back to Stewart. Good for the layup. That's her first bucket of the ball game, and Oak Ridge has 20. It's 59-20 with 2:01 to go in the ball game. Bearden now with it, trying to work it out inside, making a point to get it to Ferraris. She can't get the layup to go, but the rebound goes to Bearden. Here comes another layup. Off the mark, no good. Ferraris over the back, and they're going to call a jump ball. Lawings had it. I thought she went on top of her to get that, but they're going to say it was clean and it's a jump ball. So unfortunately for Lady Wildcat fans out there, Bearden has the possession. Into the ball game for the first time tonight, Trinity Gass, the sophomore, and a freshman, to Leia Lawson. Couple bright futures again for the Lady Wildcats into the ball game. 3-point shot off the mark, but Bearden gets their own rebound. Pulls it down low, and she's fouled on her way back up. As the junior 6'1" post player, Mary Kate Ferraris, will go to the line for 2 shots. Clock is now running again at 1:03. So we'll see. Lady Wildcats might get one more possession, as checking into the ball game after the first missed free throw will be number 23, Oak Ridge's sophomore, Avea Anderson. And now the clock has stopped again. I'm a little bit confused, but we'll see. She makes the second free throw, and it's 60-20, Bearden with the lead. 55 seconds to play now. O'Donnell brings it across half court. O'Donnell in there with Anderson, Lawson, Stewart, and Gass, and O'Donnell's pass batted out of bounds from Bearden. Bearden doesn't like the call. I do. It's out of bounds on Bearden. Oak Ridge will get the ball back. Stewart, dangerous pass, and it's going to be not quite handled by the Lady Wildcats. Here comes a Bearden layup the other way. Off the mark, no good. And Bearden comes out of there with the rebound. They don't have to shoot the ball if they don't want to, but I think they're going to try to run some offense. They're going to get a layup. Off the mark, no good. They get their own rebound. Bearden now outside. Three-point attempt. Off the mark, no good. Fighting for the rebound is Oak Ridge, and O'Donnell comes out of there with it with 16 seconds, now 15, 14. She's got a kid across half court. She does. 10 seconds to go. She gets it to the three-point line. She's looking for Anderson, can't find her. Had a girl cutting. Nobody's found her. It's 5 seconds left. 4, 3. Here's Anderson. Is she going to take a shot? No. Oak Ridge doesn't know how much time's left on the clock, and they don't get one off. And that's your ball game. 60-20, the final score here as Bearden flexes its power. We know that they're one of the top teams in all of the state, and they showed it and proved it again tonight on a Tuesday for the Wildcat Arena. 60-20, your final score. We'll take a 3-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have an interview with Coach Tubbs as well as our stats.
You've worked hard to build your business, and we want to help you protect it. The team at Fox Insurance Group believes your business deserves the expertise of a local insurance agent. With business insurance from Todd Fox at Fox Insurance Group and Encova Insurance, you can make sure your business stays up and running no matter what happens. If you own a business, make sure it's fully protected by contacting Fox Insurance Group. Visit www.grayfoxins.com or call 865-482-0513.
Washboard Wash and Fold offers services other laundry services can't do. Hotels, restaurants, and vacation rentals use our service for their linens, towels, etc. Our turnaround time is 24 to 48 hours, which frees up your time to attend to other business matters. Don't attempt to handle your laundry on your own when Washboard Wash and Fold is here to service your needs. Our hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m., Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., and we're closed on Sundays. Don't forget our after-hours drop-off shoot. We're located at 113 Robertsville Road. Try us out today.
How do you say the name? TN Bank?
Nope.
Tin Bank?
So
what is it?
10 Bank. 10, as in Tennessee. Right here where all our banking decisions are made. Not some corporate office in who knows where. 10 Bank partners with small businesses in our community to help them grow.
Really?
Yes, that's local banking from 10 Bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Energize your home with natural gas from ORUD, your affordable energy choice. ORUD has generous appliance incentives to offer your family. Buy appliances from us and get rewarded. It's as simple as that. We are a one-stop shop. We'll sell and install gas appliances for our customers and make it easy to add to your bill with our 0% interest financing. Plus, you can save over $1,000 on your annual utility bills when you switch to natural gas for heating, cooking, and clothes drying. Comfort you can feel, savings you can use. ORUD Natural Gas. Visit our showrooms in Oak Ridge, Kingston, and our virtual showroom at orud.org.
KOC Oak Ridge shows our commitment to orthopedic excellence by providing on-site X-ray, bracing, casting, and physical therapy. We strive to take care of all of your orthopedic needs in a professional and efficient manner with the respect you deserve. We've been treating East Tennessee families for over 40 years, and we're a proud supporter of Oak Ridge High School athletics. Check out our website and give us a call at 865-558-4400. Go Wildcats.
Did you know that Summit Medical Group was voted the best family practice in internal medicine in 2023? We do walk-in same-day appointments and are currently accepting new patients. For the convenience of our patients, we have on-site physical therapy, a lab, x-ray, and ultrasound. Come see our new location at 850 Briarcliff Avenue in Oak Ridge. To schedule an appointment, call 865-483-3172. We're open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Saturdays 9 to 5. Summit Medical Group of Oak Ridge, the leaders in primary care. Get to the summit. Did you know that Summit Medical Group was voted the best family practice in internal medicine in 2023? We do walk-in same-day appointments and are currently accepting new patients. For the convenience of our patients, we have on-site physical therapy, a lab, x-ray, and ultrasound. Come see our new location at 850 Briarcliff Avenue in Oak Ridge. To schedule an appointment, call 865-483-3172. We're open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m., p.m. and Saturdays 9 to 5. Summit Medical Group of Oak Ridge, the leaders in primary care. Get to the Summit.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
Ugh, come on. Seriously? This is so extra.
but what you could say is,
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
your local State Farm agent is available when and where you need them, online, over the phone, or even in person. State Farm agents are here to answer your questions and help you file your claim.
This is so extra. Get with someone who can actually help. Contact me, Agent Laura Lynn Green, today.
Now back to tonight's game, brought to you in part by Laura Lynn Green with State Farm Insurance.
Welcome back to the Wildcat Arena. Alex Myers with you, joined by head coach of the Lady Wildcats, Coach Kevin Tubbs. Coach, the band's playing tonight. It's a cool environment. You got the pep band. It's a little hard to hear, but your thoughts tonight on the game. Obviously disappointing in the result, I'm sure, but to me, we were talking before, it was less about what you guys didn't do well, and I know a coach is always going to find things, but to me it was more of just Bearden kind of flexing, and we knew they were a power, and they showed us why tonight.
Yeah, I think the first time we played them, I felt like we were not a very good team. And tonight, I feel like we just played a really good team. And it kind of showed. We didn't help them score baskets. They just made baskets. And I know it's a little annoying because, one, I think we're better than we showed. We had a couple of people a little injured, and I think that played into it a little bit. But yeah, Bearden came out ready to play. They definitely made a statement. We just gotta continue to get better.
I'm glad you said that because it kind of affirms something we were talking about. We actually thought offensively, compared to earlier in the year, we actually thought your offense was pretty good. I mean, you guys were getting some open shots. Now, they weren't falling, and
Right.
at the end of the day, that's what counts. But we thought you guys were kind of moving the ball and getting them kind of out of position some. Just a cold night, and one of your leading scorer all year, we knew she was kind of banged up coming into tonight. Did that have an effect on her because she just didn't quite look herself?
Yeah, I think she got tough through it. I asked her after halftime, did I even need to play her, and she said, I want to still play some. So we tried to get her out, but she's got some lower back pain right now. I think it's going to be fine, but she didn't practice yesterday. Sakari's still coming back. She didn't practice yesterday, so we're a little banged up, but no excuses. We've got to make those shots, and I agree. We moved the ball well. We were getting it to where we wanted to get it, but, man, they close out well, they move well, they anticipate. Bearden's a really good team.
Kind of held their star in check in Hodge. I mean, relatively speaking, for her standards, she didn't shoot the ball well. She kind of had an off night like you all, but unfortunately they just have so many ways to beat you and so many weapons. I thought it wasn't just their athleticism and their shooting. I thought their length kind of gave you guys some problems. They've got 3 6-footers, and even their guards are real long and rangy. Did we kind of get a good read on that?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough, and they do such a good job in their zone. So even when you gotta make that extra pass, and they're anticipating so well, it makes it hard. And we can't simulate that in practice. We've been making those passes over 5'6", 5'7" girls, so it does change the look of it.
Coach, we appreciate your time. I know you guys have got a string of away games coming up, so it's always good to be home, but you guys have got to turn right around and play against some unfriendly confines, if you will. So before I let you go, I just want to say good luck on the next few games if I don't see you. Appreciate your time as always.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all.
Thanks, Coach Kevin Tubbs, for giving us some time. Again, final score for Lady Wildcats, they fall to Bearden 60-20. Shauna Hayes, you have the preview for the boys' game while we've got just a moment to talk.
Yes, thanks, Alex. Another great team is warming up on the Jill Pruden court as we speak. The 22-1 Bearden Bulldogs. Tonight, Oak Ridge will attempt to send them to their first district loss of the year and only their second loss all season. Their lone loss came to St. Thomas Aquinas out of Florida at what was once called the Arby's Classic. Bearden has won 6 straight games since that loss, including a 71-31 win on Friday night against their biggest rival, Farragut. Bearden defeated Oak Ridge at Bearden back on December 5th, 81-55. That win avenged Oak Ridge's 56-51 win last season, which ended the Bulldogs' season. Bearden is led by Navy signee Justin Nordine. Like the Lady Bulldogs, they are an experienced group with 6 seniors on their roster. Oak Ridge leads the series 31-23 since 1959. Oak Ridge suffered a shocking loss on Friday when they fell to Hardin Valley on the road. The Wildcats are still in second place in the district, but that loss really hurt the Wildcats' chances at winning the regular season district title. They will need to win out in the district and hope for some help from other teams. Second place still earns a bye to the region, so that game against Farragut on Friday is a huge one. Oak Ridge defeated Farragut 70-67 back on December 9th. Farragut is 14-7 into their game tonight with Hardin Valley. They are 4-2 in the district play. The Wildcats will play at Farragut for the first time since the 2022 region tournament when they lost to tonight's opponent, Bearden. We will broadcast the Farragut game on our YouTube channel, Prep Radio. Tonight, we are live from Wildcat Arena. Our sponsors for tonight's game are Laura Lynn Green with State Farm Insurance, Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty, the Oak Ridge Utility District, the Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic of Oak Ridge, 10 Bank of Oak Ridge, the Summit Medical Group, Bob's Wash and Fold, and Fox Insurance Group. We'll take a break and return for the tip-off in 3 minutes.
Washboard Wash and Fold offers services other laundry services can't do. Hotels, restaurants, and vacation rentals use our service for their linens, towels, etc. Our turnaround time is 24 to 48 hours, which frees up your time to attend to other business matters. Don't attempt to handle your laundry on your own when Washboard Wash and Fold is here to service your needs. Our hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m., Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., and we're closed on Sundays. Don't forget our after-hours drop-off shoot. We're located at 113 Robertsville Road. Try us out today.
You've worked hard to build your business, and we want to help you protect it. The team at Fox Insurance Group believes your business deserves the expertise of a local insurance agent. With business insurance from Todd Fox at Fox Insurance Group and Encova Insurance, you can make sure your business stays up and running no matter what happens. If you own a business, make sure it's fully protected by contacting Fox Insurance Group. Visit www.grayfoxins.com or call 865-482-0513.
David Clary back here along with Mark and Shauna Hayes. Alex Myers, appreciate Alex filling in a little bit tonight along with Mike Sheehan. The Lady Wildcats have been defeated. The guys are warming up down below. The Wildcats trying to knock off the Bearden Bulldogs for the first time. Like the girls, they come in at 22-1 on the year. They are 6-0 in region play. Taking a look at some of the milestones, I was looking at some of the senior stats as we wait for them to finish their warm-ups. Charlie Toppenheim enters the ballgame with 633 career points, and that's good enough for 74th on the all-time list. He has 106 career three-pointers. That's good enough for number 15 on the all-time list. And, of course, Jarrell Jimerson, the other senior, who really had to play behind, Ray the last several years, 208 points. Quickly, let's go to Mark Hayes. He's got the final scoring for the girls' game.
Thank you very much, David. As you said, Lady Wildcats fall to the Lady Bulldogs of Bearden tonight by a final score of 60-20. Leading scorer for the Lady Wildcats was Janiah Pippin. She had 8 points in the ball game. With 4 points was Evelyn Eubanks. 4 points also by Evelyn Mitchell. 2 points added by Shaquari Stewart. 1 point by Alani Mitchell, 1 point by Messiah Thompson. Looking at the scoring for Bearden, they were led by number 2, Natalia Hodge. She had 23 points, also double figures. Emma Rainey had 14. 10 points added by Riley Hunt. 6 points by Katie Foster. 3 points by MC Lamarbre. 2 points by Bailey Myers. And 1 point by Mary Kate Ferraris. Lady Wildcats from the field, there were 6 of 37. From the free throw line, there were 6 of 8. Lady Bulldogs from the field, they were 23 of 69. And they were 6 of 11 from the field. or from the free throw line, rather. David?
We're going to go down to the floor here in a second for the starting lineups. It's Oak Ridge and Bearden live from the Wildcat Arena on our YouTube channel, Prep Radio. Friday night will be at Farragut, weather permitting. I think they said the weather might be moving in on Saturday, so hopefully we'll be able to get the ball game in on Friday. Now the cheerleaders are ready. We'll go down to the Parker Jarnigan for the starting lineups.
By Jeremy Parrott, assisted by Tyler Place and Kasim Davidson. Starting lineup for the Bulldogs begins with number 0, Brendan Murphy. Number 3, Carson Asbati. Number 4, Theo Mills. Number 10, Justin Nordine. And number 12, Sean Capshaw. And now the starting lineup for your Oak Ridge Wildcats. Starting at guard, junior number 0, Ethan James. Also at guard, the senior number 1, Jarrell Jimerson. Starting at forward, number 4, sophomore, Eli Peters. Starting at guard, junior 11, Justice West. Rounding out the lineup, big man, senior number 12, Charlie Taubenheim. Oak Ridge is coached by Aaron Green, assisted by Craig Price, Ted Mitchell, Danny Green, and Ronnie Scott.
Thank you, Mr. Jarnigan. As his coaching staff's two of the more well-respected coaching staffs around. I think Aaron Green and Jeremy Parrott, Bearden's coach, are two of the best in the entire state at any level in any sport. I think that kind of goes without saying. One of their coaches, assistants, Kasim Davidson, is a Wildcat, if that name sounds familiar. He was a graduate of the class of 2012. Played with him for Ricky Norris as we were a freshman and Barry Wortman as sophomores, and then Coach Green came in at our junior year. So if that name sounds familiar, it's good to see you, Kasim. If you happen to listen to this broadcast at a later point, the tip is won by Bearden, and a nice defensive play by Jarrell Jimerson. Tips it off the thigh of Norden. Norden going to Navy. And you can see he looks like a guy who would serve in the armed forces. He is cut up. He is physically fit, strong young kid, good athlete, obviously. As another good athlete for Oak Ridge has the ball right now. That's Peters. Back up top to Justice West, potentially Oak Ridge's best athlete pound for pound. And here it goes inside. They tried to get it to James, and it was stolen away. Bearden comes out of there with it. Here's Norden. Gets a nice pass to a teammate who was cutting on the right side, and they get a layup for the first points of the ball game. 40 seconds into this ball game, the Bulldogs lead the Wildcats 2-0. Justice West breaks the solo pressure backcourt. He gets it inside, and it's quickly stolen away by Bearden. Bearden comes out of there with it. It's rustled away, and Sean Capshaw has it across the midcourt stripe. He's being guarded tightly at the top of the key by Peters. They get it inside to Asbati. Asbati gets it back out to Capshaw, and Capshaw drills a three in the face of an Oak Ridge defender. Jimerson getting shoved around a little bit, no call. They're going to let this one go physical, and I think Oak Ridge, both teams are probably fine with that. So here it comes to James. Free throw line, turns one way, fakes another. Now he's going to drive left, and his dribble is halted, and he's going to have to do something with it. Oak Ridge calls the timeout as the 5-second count was on, and with 6:37 to go, it is a timeout. Mike Sheehan will keep it here. Quite a change of pace from that last game. Both teams playing zone in the girls' game. The guys' game come out man-to-man, very physical. The pace is much faster.
Yeah, they're giving them a lot of pressure, but Bulldogs are still hitting their shots. So far, the Wildcats not so much. It's going to be another good game. I tell you, Bearden, 22-1. They've got one of the better records, too. This schedule the Wildcats have is brutal, Alec.
No question about it. As we are about to resume action, Oak Ridge in their all-white uniforms, interlocking OR logo on the right thigh on their shorts. Bearden in their gray prominent color. Their away uniforms, they're trimmed with a little bit of white outline, and of course, that Bearden maroon. Ethan James inbounding the ball underneath the basket of the Bulldogs. He's in there with Peters, Taubenheim, West, And Jimerson goes to Peters. His shot is off front iron, no good. Bearden comes out of there with the rebound. Up it goes to Norden. Norden facing off against Justice West. He has to pick up his dribble and give it back to the top of the key. They're going to give it right back to him. Right elbow. Thought about a three. Gets off the pick and roll. Not much space, but he gets it off, and the shot's no good, and there's a walk. No, they're going to call a jump ball, and it will go towards Oak Ridge. As the Wildcats, trailing 5-0 here. Lady Wildcats got down 14-0. Hopefully the Wildcats can get a bucket here soon and stop that from being a repeat. It's 6:16 to go here in the opening quarter. Taubenheim inbounds it to West. There's some three-quarters court man-to-man kind of soft pressure, just enough to make him kind of pay attention backcourt. Justice West with the ball. As Taubenheim gets it over some contact, no block charge call made, and the shot was off. As Nordine comes in here, he walked. Nope, he's going to lose the ball. Oak Ridge 3-on-1 break. It's up top to James. James against contact, no call. And here comes Bearden cherry picking away. Nordine never got back on defense, and so when they got possession, he was standing under the goal already, and that's a quick 7 points for Oak Ridge. It's 7-0, 5:35 to go in the opening quarter. Jimerson doubled up top. He's got to get rid of it. He fires at James left side. James outside the three-point line on that left elbow is going to take one dribble, pull up three off the mark, no good. It was short, and Taubenheim tries to get the ball, but he can't do it, and Capshaw comes out of there with it for the Bearden Bulldogs. Capshaw, nobody's guarding him. He steps up and pops one from three. It's off the mark, no good. Now he's got another. He got the offensive rebound. Nobody guarded him again. He's off the front iron. Jimerson comes out of there with it that time for the Wildcats. Trailing 7-0 with 5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Jimerson trying to get this offense going. He passes it James left side, inside to Taubenheim. Taubenheim turns, fires, tough jump shot, nesses it in. That's his first bucket of the game, the first bucket for any Wildcat, and the 7-0 run to start the game is halted. Bearden comes down with it. Nordine comes off a screen, swung around the horn, and it's Murphy. Murphy dribbled the ball out of bounds. No, they're going to say he was pushed first by number 1, Jarrell Jimerson. That'll be his first, team first. So as physical as these two teams are playing, Mark, no fouls until nearly halfway through this opening quarter.
Yeah, so apparently it has to be a very obvious foul to be called in the game.
High arching pass is the inbounder. So they're inbounding on the baseline, and they got it in initially up top of the key. Capshaw tied up by Justice West. It comes out of there. It's Peters with the steal. Over to West. James thought about a three. He's going to drive in. Finds West. West now attacking the basket. Good. It was 7-0. Now it's 7-4 with 4:22 to go in the opening quarter. Bearden trying to get a little bit of a response as their offense has gone quiet here. Top of the key, it's Murphy. Murphy picks up his dribble, I guess not, and he's going to turn, fire over Peters. Good. Not bad defense, but he's got 4 on the night. 4 of the Bearden Bulldogs' 9 in the run from Oak Ridge. It was a 4-0 run. It stopped. It's 9-4 now. 4 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Jimerson off the screen. Tough shot. Nowhere close, as he just kind of got caught in between there, and Bearden will take over possession. Bulldogs going to sub in a strong, big player, a 6'2" junior, Damian Cullum. Wildcats still in there with their starters. That's Justice West, Charlie Taubenheim, Jarrell Jimerson, Ben Peters, and Ethan James. Capshaw with it, bringing it across half court. No backcourt pressure that time from the Wildcats. And Nordine has it against Justice West at the top of the key. They're setting a ball screen or off ball screen at the top of the key. It's successful. They're trying to get some motion underneath. It's not there. Well defended by the Wildcats. Nordine gets it right side, drives baseline, tries to go up and under. He couldn't get it to go. Ball's knocked loose. Capshaw out of there with it. He's got the ball, picks up his dribble. Here's a flip out to the three-point line. Shot up, no good. And Bearden's player tried to go up strong with it. Mike, I think he just lost the ball. They wanted a foul. Nobody touched it.
He tried to rebound it, and it bounced off his finger right out of bounds. Oak Ridge will retain possession.
9-4, the lead for Bearden. 3:19 to go in the first quarter. Justice West brings it across the midcourt stripe. Taubenheim, top of the key to Peters on the right side. Now they swing it around to Justice West. Top of the key, they tried to hit James, and the Bearden Bulldog defender read that pass perfectly. Over to Capshaw. Here comes the 2-on-1 fast break. He scores a layup, and it's 11-4. Coach Green turns around, shaking his head as his bench. Not a lot of answers right now. This Bearden team is very, very good, especially defensively. They're efficient on offense as well. Jimerson tries to get into James. It's stolen away again. Here comes again Astbeatty. Astbeatty can't get it to go. He may have double dribbled, but they're going to call it a turnover anyways as Oak Ridge steals it, fires it up to Jimerson. Some contact, no good. Ethan James there for the rebound, and he hits his layup to go. It's 11-6 now. Oak Ridge can score the ball if they can just get a couple of stops together. Here's Capshaw, tried to dunk on Taubenheim, but he missed the shot. He does get his own rebound, though, as Peters couldn't corral it, and Coach Green has seen enough. He's going to call a 30-second timeout. We'll take one with him. Back to the Wildcat Arena in 30. It's 13-6, Bearden Bulldogs.
I'm Mike Keller with Betsy Coleman Realty. I'm a proud graduate of Oak Ridge High School, class of 1982, and a member of the 1980 state championship football team. As a lifelong resident of Oak Ridge, I would love to put my knowledge of the area to work for you should you have any real estate needs. You can contact me at 865-919-5559 or at betsycolemanrealty.com. Thank you, and roll Wildcats roll.
Welcome back to the Wildcat Arena. Wildcats off to a slow start. They've shown the ability to score at times, but it's not been consistent. And Mark, I think it starts on the defense, because even if Oak Ridge is scoring, Bearden quickly scoring and responding.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I noticed that when you said that the Wildcats were on their run, I mean, that was good offense, but it's really set up by their defense. I mean, they created a lot of turnovers during that run.
Into the ball game now at point guard, giving James a rest, is Josh Amos Jr. Josh with it on the right side. The other four starters still in. He took Justice West's place. Ethan James still in there along with Jimerson, Peters, and Taubenheim. Taubenheim sets an off-ball screen for James. It's not there. Peters going to go one-on-one, little isolation, too strong off the back rim, and Capshaw has the rebound for the Bulldogs. They want to push at every opportunity. They'll do that here. Nordine on the right side. It's not there. Good defense by Ben. And now it's back to Nordine. Pass fake. Now he throws it up at the top of the key. Here's Asbury. Shot fake, right side. That's a three off front rim. Who's got it? Bearden's got it. They've got another three if they want it. No, they'll top it back up. Toss it back up top to Nordine. He's going to drive. He got away with the walk. No call. His pivot foot slid. That shot's off the left wing and off the back rim. No good. James comes out of there with it. Doesn't have the numbers. He's bumped at the half-court line, pushed backwards. No call. And James is going to size up a man. They've got a mismatch inside. It's Taubenheim. He gets the ball, but they can't get it to him before the double team has arrived. Taubenheim out to Jimerson. Jimerson gets a shot floater off balance. It's no good, and here comes Capshaw again. They are wanting to run. Their pace is being pushed at every opportunity. A little bit too fast that time. Amos comes out of there with it after the shot was rushed and no good. Amos nestles a three in, and that's good. That fires up the student section. It's his first points of the ball game, and it's a 13-9 lead. It's down to 4 for Bearden. Checking in at the next dead ball for Oak Ridge will be Luis Soria. Here's a three from Capshaw right in front of Jarrell Jimerson in that student section. And that's good. He's got 10 points. Back the other way. James couldn't get the and one. It was an opportunity he wished he would have gotten. It was a layup, but he was bumped, so he'll go to the line for 2. Trying to make this a 5-point game once again. Oak Ridge will also get Jeremiah Stevens, the 6'5" freshman guard, into the ball game in a moment as James goes to the line. He's got 2 points on the night. Has not shot a free throw yet, and there's his first. It's off the mark short. Justice West returning in. Luis is set to come in for the shooter, so if the shot is missed, Ethan James will stay in. If it's made, James will sub out. James in there right now with West, Stevens, Taubenheim, and Amos. He misses the shot. He'll stay in there. Stevens nearly came up with the rebound, but it goes to Bearden. And now Bearden trying to dribble at full court. This guy needs some help. He's not a primary guard. He's shoving off, no call. The Oak Ridge student section did not like that, but they're getting a little rowdy now as Bearden's got it in the front court. Not a lot of action here. Amos guarding the big man, the 6'2" player, and that's a charge. Mark, you can see as that's his second foul, you can see that coming. He got away with 2 or 3 offensive fouls earlier in the possession. The crowd reacted, and the next time he went, it was an easy call.
Yeah, it really was. And I tell you what, watching Coach Green coach for years, he loves to pick up a charge from the other team.
Just a heart and effort play. Taking a charge takes 0 athleticism, but it does take heart. And Coach Green loves that. Here's a good shot by Charlie Taubenheim. That's his first basket. No, he's got 4 on the night, and he brings Oak Ridge within 5. It's 16-11 as we head to the second quarter. We'll be back to the Wildcat Arena for Oak Ridge basketball in 60 seconds.
How do you say the name? Tien Bank?
Nope.
Tin Bank?
So
what is it?
10 Bank. 10, as in Tennessee, right here where all our banking decisions are made. Not some corporate office in who knows where. 10 Bank partners with small businesses in our community to help them grow.
Really?
Yes, that's local banking from 10 Bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Washboard Wash and Fold offers services other laundry services can't do. Hotels, restaurants, and vacation rentals use our service for their linens, towels, etc. Our turnaround time is 24 to 48 hours, which frees up your time to attend to other business matters. Don't attempt to handle your laundry on your own when Washboard Wash and Fold is here to service your needs. Our hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m., Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., and we're closed on Sundays. Don't forget our after-hours drop-off shoot. We're located at 113 Robertsville Road. Try us out today.
Welcome back to Wildcat Arena. I want to apologize to Eli Peters. I was calling him Ben Peters, which used to be way back in the day, probably 20, 25 years ago, an Oak Ridge High School baseball player. So I apologize for that. Last name's just my mind. I'm getting old, I guess, Mike. As Oak Ridge Stevens playing really good defense, and here's Bearden going to force a layup, and they finally get it to go. Just playing ISO ball as Oak Ridge nearly turned it over on the inbounds. Bearden leads it out of the break, or out of the turn of quarters. They get a quick bucket, and it's 18-11. 25 seconds into the second quarter. Here's a turnover. Peters chased down for the block, and he couldn't quite get there. Kind of like that girls' game, Mark. Just you cannot make soft touch passes against a team like this. Everything has to be flicked and everything has to be crisp and on a rope.
Yeah, I'd say they have to be deliberate passes. You cannot just kind of, take it easy on these passes. The Bearden's way too fast. Deliberate is a good word to describe what Oak Ridge has to be if they want to be successful. Here's a good spin move by Eli Peters. Those long strides got him all the way to the rim, and that's his first bucket of the ball game. The lead is down to 7 for Bearden. Got a 3, no, they're going to drive. Now they'll kick it back out for a left elbow 3. Long off the mark, no good. Jimerson skies for the rebound, and he brings it down. Oak Ridge got to stop. Can they put together a bucket? It will be their second in a row if they can, but this stifling defense from Bearden is not going to go down without a fight as it goes to James. Inside to Amos. Quick turnaround layup. Good. They got him on the back, cut on the baseline, Mike, and nobody was there.
Yeah, a great cut by the Wildcats that time. Get on the scoreboard, back to a 5-point.
And he's got 5 points himself, does Amos. Capshaw going to fire a 3. He's pretty well contested by James, but not well enough apparently, as Capshaw has 13 of the Bulldogs' 23 points. He is a hooper. 6:05 to go. Jimerson's trying to return. He tried to get a foul, no call. Coach Green, I don't think, liked that decision. Bearden runs the other way, and it's swatted away that time by Joshua Amos. I'm not sure I've seen him get up that high all year. That was an incredible athletic play by Josh.
It certainly was. He got all ball. It was a beautiful block. He is so fast.
Bearden inbounding underneath the Wildcat goal. Nordine does finally get it in. The 5-foul count is ticking away. As here's Nordine working against West. Gets it on the right corner to Murphy. Brendan Murphy sizing up Eli Peters with 5:40 to go in the second quarter. Murphy fires to Capshaw on the baseline. Nothing going, so he gives it to Nordine up top. Nordine pump fakes Justice West, goes in against Eli James, and they're going to call him with the foul. The fans didn't like it. Probably a good call. It was a lot of contact. I think the problem was, Nordine was already in his motion, and I think Ethan was moving just a little bit, just enough to get that call. As Nordine goes to the line for 2 because the shot was missed. He does miss the first shot, much to the chagrin of Jeremy Parrott, the head coach, who just kind of turns his back and walks away in frustration. Nordine at the line for the second, leading 23-15, make it 24-15. for the Bulldogs as they lead Oak Ridge on the road here at the Wildcat Arena. 5:30 to go before half. West brings it up. It's Taubenheim. Taubenheim gets a defender in motion. Nothing to go, and so he's going to turn around and fire a shot. No good. And Oak Ridge just not a lot of space to shoot the ball. Now they're going to come quickly as they have done at every opportunity. Bearden is the other way. Bearden, Capshaw. Now he's going to grift for a foul, and they're going to gift it to him. If they'd been calling it that way all game, I don't have a problem. But, Mike, they've let a couple of those go, and that's just – he's kind of a foul grifting play, if I'm being honest.
Absolutely. He drifted into the defender, I thought. But, it's basketball.
He'll go to the line for 3, and he nails the first one, and I would not be shocked. He's a good free throw shooter to see him make 2 more right here. The lead is its largest of the game. It's at 10, 25-15 as Capshaw is at the line for his second of 3 free throws. He makes the second. Into the ballgame for Bearden now will come number 11 for the first time, Porter Dickinson, and number 4, Theo Mills. Mills, a 6'5" post, has got the ability to get up off the ground pretty well. Just watching him in warm-ups, he's got strong legs and is explosive. Just watching him kind of jog around in warm-ups, you can tell he's quite the athlete. All 3 free throws are made, and the lead is at 12. 5:07 to go in the second quarter. West has it tipped away. It goes back court, but because it was tipped, he can go back there and retrieve it. He does. Gets it to Taubenheim. Right side it goes to James. James all day to drive to the right side, but he doesn't look that way. He's looking left. He gets it back left to the top of the key. Got to break the count. 5-second count is on. He does. He dribbles, drives, floater off the glass. No good, but Taubenheim's there for the follow. You can't get open shots. You got to make your opportunities, and Taubenheim did just that. He's got 6 right now. 6 of Oak Ridge's 17. You hear the fans chanting defense. That's starting from the pet band. 4:32 to go. Capshaw was tied up. Yes. The near official didn't quite see it, and they did something that I don't think officials do enough. They looked to the other official to see if they had a better angle, and that was Mr. Queener on the baseline, who did have a good angle and said it was a tie-up, no foul, and the Wildcats will get possession. It's inbounded to West. Taubenheim threw it in. Those two are in there with Amos, Eli Peters, and Ethan James. Taubenheim, right side, had space for a 3, instead decided to kick it away. Taubenheim, right elbow, goes to James. James, pass fake to Taubenheim, who was cutting towards the basket, and then nothing going. James, top of the key. Oak Ridge trying to be deliberate with this motion, but nothing going. There's not a lot of space. What a spin move that time by Justin West. Justice West gets his own rebound, but I think they're going to call Bearden on a foul away from the ball. The question is, and this is what Coach Green is asking and pleading for, does the shot count? Justice West had already leapt up into the air to get the rebound. The foul will be on Nordine. Will the shot count?
Foul on number 10, Justin Nordine. His first.
It'll be Nordine's first. We still have had no signal whether the shot counted. Did the shot count or did it not? I'm guessing
we couldn't have. I don't think the shot could have counted because we would not have had the ball.
No, it did not count. And that shot won't count from Bearden as it's no good. They missed the layup on the fast break. It's a pseudo-fast break. And unfortunately, Justice West stepped on the sideline right in front of the Oak Ridge bench, and so that's where Bearden will throw it in from. Coach Parrott barking out signals from 3/4 of a court away. And right in front of Josiah Slater is Capshaw trying to stand there and throw the ball in. He does. He gets it into Brendan Murphy, the junior 6'2" guard working against James. Spins, picks up his dribble, finds Nordine. Nordine kicks left side Capshaw. He gets Jemerson in the air. Now they're going to find a cutting Murphy, spinning, layup, no good. It had a lot of English on it. And somehow Justice West comes out of there with it. He's driving, floater, good. Back down to 6 goes the lead. It's 27-21, 3:24 to go before half. Oak Ridge threatening here. Here's the bench player, way off the mark. No good from 3. James comes out of there with it. It's a 2-on-3 break. They don't have the numbers. Ethan James is going to force a layup and gets it over 2 defenders. It's 27-23 as Ethan James hits his 3rd and 4th points of the night with 3:05 to go. Listen to the students section. Bearden with it, back the other way. With the ball is Dixon. Dixon finds a teammate, Capshaw, cutting and hits a layup over the outstretched arms of the 6'5" Charlie Taubenheim. That's just a great basketball player making a great basketball play. Lead back up to 6. Got down to 4, which is as close as this game had been since really the start. Here's Justice West. He gets a short floater to go, and it's short. It was tipped away by Bearden. Bearden thought about a 3. They're going to kick it back to Nordine as a trailer. He gets his 3, in and out, no good. Bearden's fouled underneath as they got the rebound and tried to go back up. It was Theo Mills, 6'5" senior post player. He's going to be fouled by Justice West. That is his first foul for Justice. It is the 3rd for the Wildcats. So they did count the bucket, I believe, as David Clary. See, we try to give David the night off, but he still works, and thank goodness he is, because he corrected. So a few minutes ago, when Justice West had the follow-through and there was a foul away from the ball, they did count Justice's putback.
At least on the scoreboard. I don't know if it actually was counted. They might have to change that at halftime.
Yeah, I'm going to check the score.
We'll see. We'll monitor that. Here's Nordine off the inbounds. He gets a shake and bake move over Soria, and the lead's back out to 8. 2:11 left in the second quarter. Jimerson brings it across half court as his Wildcats trail 31-23. Charlie Taubenheim. He's got an isolation play against Capshaw, but he doesn't want to take it. There's some confusion on the offensive end as Soria is struggling to get open against Nordine, who is all over him defensively. Peters with it, left elbow over to West. Justice West facing Bearden, and Bearden knocks it out of bounds as Theo Mills, all 6'5" of him, was all in the face of Justice West, and he couldn't get that ball away. Who's going to throw it in for Oak Ridge? It will be Luis Soria. He's in there with Peters, Taubenheim, Jimerson, and West. Soria from out of bounds throws it in up top to Justice West. West looking for Jimerson. Instead, he tries to get it in last moment to Taubenheim. Taubenheim, right foot jumper, good. Just a turnaround, 8-foot jumper. 8 points for Taubenheim. The lead's back down to 6. It's 31-25, 90 ticks on the clock before half. Oak Ridge trying to make this thing interesting. See if they can get this thing a little bit closer before the break. Capshaw got Jimerson in the air but couldn't take advantage of it. Did Capshaw charge? Yes, he did. Player control foul. Jimerson was moving, but I think the issue is Capshaw lowered his shoulder and extended his arm, and that's what the official's saying.
Yeah, I think it's a good call. You know, maybe just a touch of acting by Jarrell, but, you know, I agree that the offensive player initiated contact by lowering his shoulder.
So the Wildcats have a chance to make it a one-possession game if they hit a 3. It's 31-25, 6-point game with 60 seconds left before halftime. Jimerson, stutter steps, thought about a 3, tried to pass it to James, and it was stolen away. It just wasn't there. Now Bearden, 1-on-3. They don't have numbers, and they should have thought better of it as Taubenheim blocks the shot. It was stolen away from Peters momentarily, but Justice West gets the layup. Off the rim, no good. Capshaw out of there with it, and now it's a 5-on-3 break as Oak Ridge has Taubenheim and West still in the backcourt. Here comes a missed dunk attempt from Bearden, and now James out of there with it. 1-on-2. There's a block. James to the free throw line for 2.
Good job by James that time, just getting down the floor. Bearden tried to take a charge, but unsuccessful as a block is called. And to the line for the Wildcats will go Ethan James. He has 4 points. This will be his first attempt from the free throw line.
Good. Both teams.
No, he's actually 0 for 2 heading into that one.
So now, thank you, David, he is 1 for 3 on the night. Both teams with 3 team fouls. That probably won't come into play as the quarter is about to reset. And now he's 2 for 4 as he hits both of those. So it's a 4-point lead, 31-27 for Bearden. They will likely hold for the last shot. That's what I'd do if I was Coach Parrott and the Bulldogs. Right side, it goes to Lynn. Lynn up top to Capshaw. Nordine now with it, sizing up. He's going to pass it and get it right back. 8 seconds to go. Ethan James playing good defense. Oak Ridge could foul. Oak Ridge could foul if they wanted to. Peter's not going to do it. He's going to play great defense. Bearden misses the shot, but they get their own rebound and put it up as the time expires. It's Karsten Asbeatty, the 6'2 senior guard, the right man at the right spot. Nobody boxed him out. And that's a tough one to end the half on. But nonetheless, the Wildcats made a good run of it there at the end. And this thing is within reach as both teams head to the locker room for half. It's 33-27. We'll take a 3-minute break. When we come back, Mark Case will have the first half stats.
You've worked hard to build your business, and we want to help you protect it. The team at Fox Insurance Group believes your business deserves the expertise of a local insurance agent. With business insurance from Todd Fox at Fox Insurance Group and Encova Insurance, you can make sure your business stays up and running no matter what happens. If you own a business, make sure it's fully protected by contacting Fox Insurance Group. Visit www.grayfoxins.com or call 865-482-0513.
Washboard Wash and Fold offers services other laundry services can't do. Hotels, restaurants, and vacation rentals use our service for their linens, towels, etc. Our turnaround time is 24 to 48 hours, which frees up your time to attend to other business matters. Don't attempt to handle your laundry on your own when Washboard Wash and Fold is here to service your needs. Our hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m., Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., and we're closed on Sundays. Don't forget our after-hours drop-off shoot. We're located at 113 Robertsville Road. Try us out today.
How do you say the name? TN Bank?
Nope.
Tin Bank?
Uh-uh.
So what is it?
10 Bank. 10, as in Tennessee, right here where all our banking decisions are made. Not some corporate office in who knows where. 10 Bank partners with small businesses in our community to help them grow.
Really?
Yes, that's local banking from 10 Bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Energize your home with natural gas from ORUD, your affordable energy choice. ORUD has generous appliance incentives to offer your family. Buy appliances from us and get rewarded. It's as simple as that. We're a one-stop shop. We'll sell and install gas appliances for our customers and make it easy to add to your bill with our 0% interest financing. Plus, you could save over $1,000 on your annual utility bills when you switch to natural gas for heating, cooking, and clothes drying. Comfort you can feel, savings you can use. ORUD Natural Gas. Visit our showrooms in Oak Ridge, Kingston, and our virtual showroom at ORUD.org.
KOC Oak Ridge shows our commitment to orthopedic excellence by providing on-site x-ray, bracing, casting, and physical therapy. We strive to take care of all of your orthopedic needs in a professional and efficient manner with the respect you deserve. We've been treating East Tennessee families for over 40 years, and we're a proud supporter of Oak Ridge High School athletics. Check out our website and give us a call at 865-558-4400. Go Wildcats.
Did you know that Summit Medical Group was voted the best family practice in internal medicine in 2023? We do walk-in same-day appointments and are currently accepting new patients. For the convenience of our patients, we have on-site physical therapy, a lab, x-ray, and ultrasound. Come see our new location at 850 Briarcliff Avenue in Oak Ridge. To schedule an appointment, call 865-483-3172. We're open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Saturdays 9 to 5. Summit Medical Group of Oak Ridge, the leaders in primary care. Get to the summit. Did you know that Summit Medical Group was voted the best family practice in internal medicine in 2023? We do walk-in same-day appointments and are currently accepting new patients. For the convenience of our patients, we have on-site physical therapy, a lab, x-ray, and ultrasound. Come see our new location at 850 Briarcliff Avenue in Oak Ridge. To schedule an appointment, call 865-483-3172. We're open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Saturdays 9 to 5. Summit Medical Group of Oak Ridge, the leaders in primary care. Get to the summit.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
Ugh, come on. Seriously? This is so extra.
but what you could say is,
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Your local State Farm agent is available when and where you need them, online, over the phone, or even in person. State Farm agents are here to answer your questions and help you file your claim.
This is so extra. Get with someone who can actually help. Contact me, Agent Laura Lynn Green, today.
Now back to tonight's game, brought to you in part by Laura Lynn Green with State Farm Insurance.
Welcome back once again to the Wildcat Arena, where the Wildcats currently trail the Bearden Bulldogs, the 22-1 Bearden Bulldogs, 33-27 at the halfway mark. Mark has completed the first half statistics. Mark?
Thank you very much, David. As you said, Wildcats trail by 6, 33-27 to the Bearden Bulldogs. Looking at the scoring for the Wildcats for the first half statistics, we have 2 individuals with 8 points. Justice West is one of them. 3 of 6 from the line. I apologize. He must have. He has 8 points. 3 of 6 from, or rather 4 of 7 from the field. That's what was confusing me. Charlie Taubenheim also with 8 points, 4 of 6 from the field. Eli Peters has 2 points for the Wildcats. He's 1 of 3 from the field. Josh Amos has added 5 for the Wildcats, 2 of 2 from the field, and 6 points added by Ethan James. He is 2 of 5 from the field, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. As a team, the Wildcats are 12 of 26 from the field, 11 of 23 in twos, 1 of 3 in threes, and 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Now looking at Bearden, they're led in scoring. Number 12, Sean Capshaw, impressive player for the Bulldogs. He has 18 points in the first half. He's 3 of 10 from the field, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. 5 points by Justin Nordine, 2 of 6 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 4 points added by Carson Asbitty. He's 2 of 5 from the field. 4 points also by Brendan Murphy, 2 of 5 from the field. And 2 points by Jack Ferraris. He's 1 of 1 from the field. As a team, the Bulldogs are 13 of 31 from the field. They're 10 of 21 in twos, 3 of 10 in threes, and 4 of 7 from the free throw line. Wildcats trailed by 5 at the end of the first quarter, 16-11, and then outscored 17-16 in the second quarter, and that's how they trail by 6 now, 33-27. Earlier, the Lady Wildcats fell by 40 to the Lady Bulldogs. Leading scorer for the Lady Wildcats was Janai Pippin. She had 8. Avaya Mitchell had 4. Evelyn Eubanks with 4 as well. 2 points by Shapari Stewart. 1 point by both Alani Mitchell and Messiah Thompson. David?
If you could run down the scoring one more time for the Wildcats. I think we've had some people saying that it doesn't add up to the right total. So I'll let you, if you have a moment, if you run down the scoring totals.
Yes.
Just for the Wildcats.
I had both Justice West and Charlie Taubenheim each had 8. Ethan James had 6. 5 points by Josh Amos Jr. and Eli Peters with 2.
Okay.
Okay.
We appreciate that.
I'm guessing Justice West only has, that explains it. I think Justice West had 6 points, not 8. And I think that would get us to 27 points as a team.
You've got a lot of things going, doing statistics and everything else. So, you know, you're entitled to one little slip. The problem was that bucket, whether it counted or it didn't count, that was just a strange little part of the game because they never really gave a clear signal to the scorers table.
Yeah, it seemed very confusing to me. The only thing I can figure is Justice West made the bucket, so it would have been Bearden basketball, but then Bearden fouled an Oak Ridge player, and so that gives the ball to the Wildcats. I don't know. I can't really rationalize exactly what happened, how we got the bucket and the ball, but that's the only thing I can come up with.
Let's take a quick timeout. We'll come back with the second half. The Wildcats down 33-27. Alex will be back with the second half in 30 seconds.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
Ugh, come on. Seriously? This is so extra.
but what you could say is,
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
your local State Farm agent is available when and where you need them, online, over the phone, or even in person. State Farm agents are here to answer your questions and help you file your claim.
This is so extra. Get with someone who can actually help. Contact me, Agent Laura Lynn Green, today.
David Clary back here along with Mark and Shauna Hayes, Alex Myers, Mike Sheehan. The second half about set. The Bulldogs on top by a score of 33-27. The Wildcats will get the ball first, coming out with Justice West, Charlie Taubenheim, Eli Peters, along with Jarrell Jimerson. And I think they're going to reset the clock here. Alex, the Wildcats still very much in the ball game against this 22-1 team.
They absolutely are. I know former Wildcat, we talked about Kasim Davidson as an assistant for this Bearden team. There's confusion on whose ball it is. It will be Bearden's ball. They make the correction. But another former Wildcat that was on that team, Will Thompson, big fan. He's at a lot of these games. He's listening from home. Ben Shumpert listening from home as well. We appreciate wherever you're listening from as Bearden gets the ball in. It's Nordine. The top of the key now. Now they fire it right back to him off the front rim. It goes over the backboard, which by rule should be out of bounds. They don't call it. It does hit the out of bounds line, and they do eventually get it right. It's Oak Ridge ball. Charlie Taubenheim to throw into West. One of the first times all game there's no pressure backcourt, so West can kind of just jog across the half court with no real sense of urgency. And now they get it inside to Peters. At least they thought they did. Bounced off a couple of players. Who touched it last? They say Brendan Murphy did, not Eli Peters. Bearden is standing right there, and the two officials are having a conversation, and they finally say Oak Ridge ball, like they said at the start. James tried to get it in. It's immediately stolen by Murphy. Murphy ahead to Nordine. Nordine over Jimerson. Good. Mike, he's just a solid player. Goes off 2 feet. Just a savvy guy.
Yeah, he's really quick, too. He got to the goal very quickly that time.
Peters' layup tried to draw contact. It was no good, but the rebound was put back in by James. Nice hustle play by him. Great defense by Jimerson. Cuts off the baseline, forces the pass back up top to Capshaw. Capshaw runs off the screen to Nordine. Nordine just goes off the pick and roll, rolls into an open jump shot, and he gets the bucket to go. It's 37-29, a minute and 5 seconds into this third quarter. Wildcats trailing the Bearden Bulldogs. 21-1 on the season is Bearden. Oak Ridge hoping to hand them that second loss. Jimerson's three no good. Peters with the rebound. Out to West for three. Off the mark. In and out again, no good. And Capshaw has it. Ahead. It's stolen by West momentarily. Murphy corrals it and lays the ball up. A nice pivot there. And footwork to get that to go without traveling. The lead back stretched out to double digits once again. It's 39-29. Big run to start the second half. James skip pass across the way. Open three for Taubenheim. Off the mark, no good. And Capshaw comes out of there with it for Bearden. He turns around, thought about passing. Instead, he's just going to flick one up. Off the mark, no good. Taubenheim comes out of there with it. Oak Ridge, 2-on-2 break. Taubenheim tries to go left side. Instead, he's going to drive it all the way, and he can't get the shot to fall. So much like Avea Mitchell in the girls' game, Oak Ridge is one of their leading scorers, Charlie Taubenheim. He's gone cold tonight.
Yeah, his shot was right in the cylinder, but it came right back out.
Tough night shooting for the Lady Wildcats and the Wildcats. The defense has kept them in it, especially in that second quarter. It was much better from Oak Ridge. A little bit of a shaky start in the third, though, as Nordine and his troops for the Bulldogs have come out firing. And they do it again there. That's Murphy. He puts his fingers up in the air to say that's one, that's two, that's three, as he fires a long-range bomb, and it's good. 42-29, 5:19 to go in the third quarter. West comes off the ball screen. Up top, Taubenheim thought about trying to get it to Charlie, and nothing going.
Alex.
So he's going to call as
one of the Wildcats' main sources of offense has been the three-point shot as they lob the ball and throw the ball away. On 2 different occasions, they've had over 16 threes in one game as the timeout is asked for by Coach Green. But the threes are just not falling. And like the girls, like you said earlier, they're getting some pretty good looks at them. They're just not going. He hit 17 against Oliver Springs, 16 against Lenore City. But tonight, they're just not falling in for the Wildcats. It's kind of hard to figure on your home floor. Bearden, of course, has something to say about that because, they've played some pretty good solid defense. But a lot of the shots that Oak Ridge has missed in this game have been wide open. And I know Coach Green, that's just part of it. And there's nothing he can do there. They're getting good looks. They're just not dropping.
No, and I think sometimes, as our case shows me, they're 1 of 6. So it's not like they're just taking it in inordinate amount, but the ones they are taking, like you said, they've been good looks. They're just not falling. But, David, I think sometimes when you're playing a team that you know they want to run, you know that they've got good length defensively, even when you're open, you're sped up. That internal clock speeds up a little bit, and you tend to rush those shots when maybe you have a little more time than mentally you think you do.
I agree with that. Coach Pruden used to always say the full court press doesn't necessarily generate turnovers on every play, but it makes them rush and make mistakes and not shoot the ball as well. As the Bulldogs have the lead 42-29 and the basketball.
And it's inbounded into Nordine. Capshaw alongside him. They trot across half court. Justice West picks him up at that point. Murphy. Left side to Capshaw now. They tried to find Murphy cutting, couldn't get him. Now they've got it to Murphy inside. The free throw line jumper is off the mark, no good. Rebound over Jimerson, over James now, and over Peters. As it was Carson Astbeatty who gets that one to go. Just a tough, kind of headsy player. Not the biggest guy. Just getting a lot of scrappy points inside, and he's really helped the Bulldogs build this lead. Peters' shot is rejected, and out it goes to Nordine. Nordine to Capshaw, right side, back to Nordine. Nordine thought about firing it inside. Instead, he's going to fire to Murphy. Left side, 3, just drains it. It's Carson Astbeatty, the 6'2" senior. Nothing but net on that attempt. And Oak Ridge.
And just like that, it's an 18-point game.
Yeah, I was going to say Oak Ridge on the wrong side of a run. It was a 6-point game at halftime, and now it's an 18-point game just halfway through, exactly at the 4-minute mark of this third quarter. And here comes the big fella back in for Bearden. Got called for a charge earlier, Damian Cullum. He's not just tall at 6'2", he is wide. As Charlie Taubenhagen gets a jumper to go. He's got double digits, the first Wildcats to hit that mark, as he's got 10 of Oak Ridge's 31 points. Inbound of the ball, nobody picked him up, and he just ran to his spot, turned around, caught the pass, and nailed it. Nordine facing off against Justice West. Count was on. Great defense by Justice. Here is Cullum with it on the left side to Murphy. Murphy sizes up James at the left elbow extended. And here's Nordine. Nordine, top of the key, working against Justice. Inside it goes, and it's stripped away, but they're going to say it was off of Justice's elbow. That's the right call. So Bearden will keep possession underneath the Wildcat basket. Amos and Stevens into the ball game for Oak Ridge. Stevens, a imposing figure, just a freshman. 6'5", 180 pounds. He's going to be on Capshaw. The size mismatch there as his long wingspan is making it hard for him to get this ball in. They finally do. They get it to Cullum at the top of the key. He's guarded by Jimerson. Jimerson took one charge on him earlier. He's going to press up against him, make him uncomfortable, Gerald. That's what he's doing. He forces the pass away. Capshaw comes off the screen. They try to get it to him, and they couldn't do it. Now it goes back to the top of the key, Cullum. Now Jimerson, they get the smarter matchup. He's guarding their leading scorer, and they force a pass. 3-point shot off the mark from Bearden, and there's a stop. Amos with the ball now, looking to push it. Nothing there, so he's going to slow things down. Stevens cutting across the middle.
Nice.
Outstretched his arms to corral that pass. What a play. Reached out his arm. He looked like a wideout there to catch that one, and here comes quickly Bearden the other way. Mike, that was a great play to corral that ball and make that shot.
A very coordinated shot by Stevens that time. Very impressive young man.
Just a freshman, as we mentioned a moment ago. Lead was at 18 at its biggest a moment ago. It's down to 15 now. Here's a 3 from Cullum. Good. He's just wide open. Stevens had sagged off of him a little bit, and there was nobody on him. Bearden wants a timeout after that made 3. It's 50-33. I guess they called that a 2, a long 2. So it's 50-33. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. Mike, we haven't heard from you much in this second half. Bearden, a lot of similarities between these two games as far as Bearden just making shots and creating havoc on defense. What have you seen for the Bulldogs?
Yeah, they're a very good shooting team, Alec, just like the girls were for the Lady Bearden Bulldogs. I don't know how they managed to get both their team in such great positioning to win so many games. This boys team, they're 22-1. They're nobody's slouch. And they really, when they start shooting the ball and they get hot like they have here in the second half, they're very impressive. They work together real well. They pass the ball real well. They rebound well. Another excellent team for the Bearden Bulldogs.
Bearden putting the press on now. Oak Ridge breaks it after a little bit of a struggle. Drimerson gets a little 8-foot jumper inside the free throw line. That's his first bucket of the ball game. Terrell known for his defense, but he can fill it up a little bit as well. Tonight, though, along with many other Wildcats, it's not been a prolific night offensively for him. Bearden, top of the key, doubled momentarily. Now they're going to flick it back over, and inside it goes to the post. Nordine now right back out of the three-point line. Good play there, good look, but he couldn't hit it. And Bearden gets the offensive rebound, unfortunately. Ethan James tried to draw the charge, no call. And there's another three, that time from Damian Cullum. That's two he's hit this quarter. A great steal here as Jimerson tried to get it ahead to Amos, and to no avail. Capshaw gets the errant pass, and here it comes. Back to Capshaw, short corner on the right side. He's filling it up. Bearden's filling it up. There's not much Oak Ridge can do right now defensively. They are all out of sorts on both ends of the court, Mark Haste.
Yeah, they really are. Just a lot of points scored this quarter by Bearden. As a turnover by the Wildcats. Coming the other way is number 44, Damian Cullum. He's got his 8th point of the night.
And he's got all 8 in the third quarter. Coach Green puts his hands on top of his head as if to say, I don't know what to do. I'm with you, Coach. He's going to try to figure it out, and we'll do the same. It's a full timeout. We'll take a 60-second break. When we come back, we'll have more third quarter action for the Wildcat Arena.
You've worked hard to build your business, and we want to help you protect it. The team at Fox Insurance Group believes your business deserves the expertise of a local insurance agent. With business insurance from Todd Fox at Fox Insurance Group and Encova Insurance, you can make sure your business stays up and running no matter what happens. If you own a business, make sure it's fully protected by contacting Fox Insurance Group. Visit www.grayfoxins.com or call 865-482-0513.
I'm Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty. I'm a proud graduate of Oak Ridge High School, class of 1982, and a member of the 1980 state championship football team. As a lifelong resident of Oak Ridge, I would love to put my knowledge of the area to work for you should you have any real estate needs. You can contact me at 865-919-5559 or at betsycolemanrealty.com. Thank you, and roll Wildcats roll.
Back to the Wildcat Arena. Mark Case, the quarter still has a minute to go, but for Bearden, they don't want to see this thing end.
No, they don't. It's been a very good quarter for Bearden. They scored, after scoring 16 points in the first quarter, 17 in the second quarter, they've already scored 24 points. Outscored the Wildcats 24-8 in the third quarter.
Oak Ridge, still time, but they're going to have to do something, and they're going to have to do it quick. Here's a good way to do that. Justice West, he had a layup. I thought the defense closed in quickly. Here's Ethan James with a step-back three. That's off the mark a little bit to the right, and Bearden comes out of there with it. 43 seconds to go now as Peters swats the ball away. Watch out, second row of cheerleaders. As someone almost got hit. Thankfully, everybody's all right, but Ben, I think, taking out a little bit of the frustration we all have that time as he just kind of sent that one into the ground like a volleyball spike. So Bearden will throw it in underneath the Wildcat basket. Peters guarding the inbound, doing it well. And here comes the ball. At the top of the key, it goes to Murphy. Nordine not in the game. We've called his name so much. He's getting a breather. Smart play by Coach Parrott, getting him an extra minute, kind of stealing a minute here, getting him some extra rest. Why not? They're going to hold for the last shot. Coach Green says come up, guard him, force him to make a play. With the ball is Cullum. Damian Cullum out near the three-point line. He's guarded tightly by Peters. The count was on. Now it's broken. Cullum with 12 seconds. He's going to get the ball inside momentarily, and it was tipped away. Amos came out of there with it. He slipped, but still bats the ball forward. Here's Charlie Toppenheim with the three. No good. James out of there. He gets the ball. 3, 2, 1. The quarter runs out as the ball rolls out of bounds. We'll take a 60-second timeout. We'll come back. We got one more quarter to play. Let's see what the Wildcats can do, and let's see if they can make a game of this. It's 57-35 after a 24-point outburst from Bearden. Extends the lead. That was only 6 at half. 57-35 the score. We're back in 60 seconds.
KOC Oak Ridge shows our commitment to orthopedic excellence by providing on-site x-ray, bracing, casting, and physical therapy. We strive to take care of all of your orthopedic needs in a professional and efficient manner with the respect you deserve. We've been treating East Tennessee families for over 40 years, and we're a proud supporter of Oak Ridge High School athletics. Check out our website and give us a call at 865-558-4400. Go Wildcats!
Energize your home with natural gas from ORUD, your affordable energy choice. ORUD has generous appliance incentives to offer your family. Buy appliances from us and get rewarded. It's as simple as that. We are a one-stop shop. We'll sell and install gas appliances for our customers and make it easy to add to your bill with our 0% interest financing. Plus, you can save over $1,000 on your annual utility bills when you switch to natural gas for heating, cooking, and clothes drying. Comfort you can feel, savings you can use. ORUD Natural Gas. Visit our showrooms in Oak Ridge, Kingston, and our virtual showroom at ORUD.org.
That was the sound of the loud and proud Wild Band. The pep band's here tonight as we tip things off here in the fourth quarter as the inbound goes to Justice West. Wildcats trailing 57-35, and immediately the ball is stolen on the initial pass. Here comes Oak Ridge the other way. They're going to foul Bearden, as Bearden rather had it. And it was Carson Astbeatty. Mike, the pep band has been one of the bright spots tonight. It's not often in the year 2026 you go into a gym and you don't hear music blasting through the PA system. Tonight there's been minimal music, and the music has been coming not through the speakers, but through the brass instruments of the pep band. How have you liked them tonight?
Oh, I like them a lot. I like the drums more than the brass instruments, but it's been an exciting night for the pep band. They really enliven the crowd, if you will.
As I nearly told a joke there, Mike and I go back and forth for every broadcast, no matter the sport, with jokes. As Ethan James gets a nice Euro step, and he's into double digits. He and Charlie Toppenheim, the two Wildcats, in double figures so far tonight. James bats that ball away. All right, you're talking about drums. Got a little bit of a blowout. I'll sell the joke. 2 drums and a cymbal fall down the steps. Boom.
Sound like a crash to me. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I think that joke just crashed. Anyways, Bearden with the ball. Inbounding. This is turning into a little bit of a baseball broadcast here. 58-37. Come on, Wildcats. Let's get a stop here. Justice West wasn't looking the direction of the ball, and they threw it right behind him. And I thought Murphy was going to have an open 3. Instead, he didn't take it, and he dribbled. Justice swung his head around and tipped the ball out of bounds. Heads up play by him. Of course, Bearden not in any rush now. They're just wanting open shots, or they'll gladly, with no shot clock, work the ball around and burn some time. Nordine has it at the top of the key, and they're going to say Justice West held him on the arm as he slipped to the floor. That's 3 on Justice. Wildcats' second foul as a team here. 7:20 to go here in the fourth and final quarter. The lead is 21 for the Bearden Bulldogs. 58-37. You can see it on your screen there if you're watching on YouTube. Appreciate Mark and Shauna Hayes getting here way before just about anybody else. And they'll be here after just about everybody else. Cleaning things up. They're the ones that make this broadcast happen. Of course, David Clary, our executive producer tonight, chiming in, helping us with things, even though we're trying to give him an off night, but we'll never let him truly take a night off. You should know better than that by now. Capshaw holding the ball at the top of the key. Peters is going to have to get into him to get the count going. He does. Peters going to run off the ball screen, set by Nordine. James rather played really good defense. Tried to draw a charge. He fell down. They didn't call anything. And so there was nobody between Capshaw and the basket, and he just laid the ball in. Oak Ridge got a couple of those at the start of the game, but they have not been successful of late. Nordine gets it ahead. Here is Murphy. He gets the ball to go through some contact. No call, though, but Bearden's lead stretched again. 62-37. And there's some folks starting to head out of the Wildcat Arena. Justice West now against Murphy, or Astbury, excuse me. Inexplicably, he just kind of loses the ball, and here's Bearden on the run. Over to Nordine, his layup good. Coach Parrott going to get a couple of younger players in, one of them being Porter Dickinson, the sophomore 6'2" wing. He got some action early in the first half, hasn't been in the second half. West trying to go off the ball screen by Taubenheim. There's just nowhere to go, Mark. Even when Oak Ridge is setting screens, the defense is just so tight by Bearden. There's really no openings.
Yeah, I think Coach Green's just going to be really frustrated with all the turnovers that the Wildcats have given over tonight.
Another thing I've noticed is the loose balls off the rebound. Bearden is not letting a ball get loose. There's another layup good by Bearden. You know, Mike, when Oak Ridge gets their hands on a ball, it's kind of being batted around. When Bearden does, they're securing the ball. Oak Ridge has not hardly had a second chance rebound, it doesn't feel like, all night. Meanwhile, Bearden's getting 2-3 looks at a time. It's hard to beat a good team, period, especially when they're getting more looks than you.
Yeah, they're out-rebounding the Wildcats too, and that always hurts. When you only get one shot and they're getting 2 or 3, it makes a big difference.
4:48 to go in the fourth quarter, 66-37. The Bulldogs have really grown their lead. This was a 6-point lead at half. You felt like, as an Oak Ridge fan, make a couple adjustments, come out, and you're right there in it. Instead, it's been Bearden who has really made some adjustments, and I don't really know how many adjustments they've made. They've just outplayed the Wildcats. Justice West goes in for the layup. Contact good. So he'll go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play if he can get the free throw to go. Trying to get Oak Ridge across that 40-point mark.
Justice is a 60% free throw shooter, averaging 7.9 points per ball game as Luis Soria comes in and Coach Green has cleared the bench.
Yeah, it looks like a hockey substitution. West has got 6 points on the night. It will be Stevens in the ball game along with West, Lemire Porter, also Luis Soria.
By the way,
And
Alex, Mike
TJ
Underwood,
Burns.
former quarterback of the Wildcats in the 91 state championship team, said that was probably the worst joke ever.
It's up there, no question. Unfortunately, fortunately for Mike Underwood, he hasn't heard many more of mine, or he would have some competition as far as the worst jokes he's ever heard. So appreciate Mike listening and everything he does for Oak Ridge sports and has done for a long, long time. I saw Jeff Henderson, former Wildcat baseball player, a huge friend of Pep Radio, in the building earlier. As another three is down by Bearden's Brendan Murphy. He's a good player. Not necessarily the star on this team, but he's a really solid role player. As a couple of Wildcats, Stevens and TJ Burns, sophomore, in there mixing it up and trying to get their hands on a ball. But just like the starters in this game, they couldn't quite corral it, just kind of bouncing off. So again, this 5 in the ball game: Amos, Soria, Burns, Porter, and Stevens for the Wildcats. Really youthful, but a lot of potential out there, a lot of athleticism for Oak Ridge. Let's see how they finish this game, and this is kind of their shot to prove themselves in front of some more people. As here is Josh towards the rim. Again, in and out, no good. It looked good, couldn't get it to fall. Here goes Luis playing defense. Good defense? No, they're going to say he got him with the block. It's probably the right call, Mike, but it was a little delayed, and so I thought he was going to get away with it, and unfortunately, they got him.
Yeah, he charged in there pretty hard, and the defense was just a little bit too stringent for the Wildcats. He'll shoot 2.
First free throw of the night is up and good for sophomore Porter Dixon. Number 1, Jack Ferraris into the ball game. Here's Dixon's second free throw, up and good. 71-40, 3:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. Amir Porter, if you have not seen this kid play, he's a really talented, fine athlete. Saw him play quite a bit at Robertsville just last year, and was a part of that just dominant Robertsville football team. As Soria has it on the right side, he's got a bright future, a multi-sport athlete for the Wildcats. Soria's pass attempt was deflected away, and Bearden comes out of there with it. Ball goes inside to Theo Mills. His shot's rejected, and there's going to be a tie-up on the floor. Amos and Harrison Lynn in there scrapping for it. And into the ball game for the first time for Bearden is number 24, Jason Blair, 6'5" junior. As guy on the baseline, it looked like he moved his feet. He was not allowed to run. I'm not sure they caught that one, but they don't call it, so Bearden gets the ball inbounds, working it around the arc. Here is Ferraris. Ferraris stops, nowhere to go with it, and he throws it into the third row. Thankfully, that portion of the bleachers has cleared out, and nobody was hit with an errant pass. Mark, you got to have fun with it on a game like this. It's a disappointing outcome, obviously. I think Oak Ridge, just another pass, just off the mark. Bearden's a good team, and Bearden was the better team tonight, no question. But this is a totally different ball game if Oak Ridge cuts down on the self-inflicted turnovers. I can't recall how many, but it seems like every 4 or 5 possessions they're throwing a ball away, and most of the time it's really not anything to do with Bearden. Most of the time it's just not smart passing.
Yeah, and I think the unforced errors by the Wildcats have really kind of helped this second half snowball, as a 3-pointer's up and good by Porter Dixon for Bearden.
He's a youngster, but boy, that shot looked pure. Here's Porter off the ball screen, top of the key, stop, and his free throw line jumper is rejected. He kind of smirks a little bit, as almost as to say, yep, you got me there. We'll play on. 74-40, 2:07 to go in the fourth quarter. The referees, the officials have kind of swallowed the whistle here late in the game, and I don't blame them at this point. Just kind of trying to accept it and move on and get some of these younger guys a little playing time if they can get something to go here. Here's Burns, shot fake. He's going to stop for a 3, no good. Stevens tips it out to Amos. Amos dribbles inside, turns, spins off the glass a little bit strong, but he was fouled on the way up, so he'll go to the line for 2.
Picking up the foul for Bearden was Porter Dixon. That's his first, team second.
David Clary on the year. I know you've got the stats as he hits the first of 2 and into the ball game. It'll come in number 14, Jacob Holman. What kind of a free throw shooter on the year is Josh?
54% on the year, averaging 3.1 points per ball game. So he's over that and misses that free throw. Rebound taken away by Bearden.
Yeah, he's got 6 on the night. It's 74-41. Up ahead it goes to Ferraris. Ferraris stops and pops on the baseline jumper. No good. Ball goes out to Paxton Parrott. Parrott stops at the top of the key, dribbles it into a teammate, and then it's immediately stolen by Josh. Josh trying to push the pace. He's going to find corner 3 from his teammate. No good, but there's a foul underneath as Sorius goes flying. As Luis Soria, 5'8", 155-pound junior guard, and soaring across the floor here on Jill Pruden Court, and he'll be the one to throw the ball in underneath the Bearden basket. 1:22 to go. They throw it into Amos. Amos tries to get it inside to Stevens, and the pass again too high. Girls game and the guys game, both passes just high all night long. And here's a corner 3 for Bearden. Why not? Of course it goes in. Everything else they're putting up is. Sure seems that way. Harrison Lynn, the 5'10 senior, getting some playing time here and making it pay off. Good dribble move that time by the Oak Ridge youngster. It's Jacob Holman, the sophomore, 6'3", 160 pounds, and he looked like he had bad intentions on the way up. He was fouled and wasn't able to dunk the ball. Clock is running, so this is probably the last couple shots Oak Ridge will get here, as this will be Holman's first attempt at the free throw line. It's up and gets a friendly roll. It's good. And it's a 35-point, or excuse me, yes, 35-point ball game here. A lot of good math students through the years at Oak Ridge High School. I not necessarily one of them. He gets the second to go. That's his first and second points of the night. So he'll be happy to get in the stat sheet there. And Bearden comes back the other way. It's Parrott. So one of the last guys off their bench just making a really good move. Hearing some ooh and ahs from their fan base. Pick and roll to Stevenson underneath. Good move. That's a good play, Mike. It didn't go, but he drew contact as a 6'5" freshman. That's a play that is going to really pay off for him in the long run. He's going to get opportunities like that. He's going to become a really good player.
Yeah, he is. He didn't hesitate to. He got the ball and went straight for the goal, as he should have, as he makes his first free throw.
That's his first point. No, that's his third point of the ball game. He got a bucket earlier. Can he make it 4? And he does not. Bearden gets the rebound. There's 10 seconds left. Coach Parrott saying, kind of slow down, keep it back there. We're not trying to shoot the ball. Classy program they run in an organization. And they're the victors tonight, 79-44, the final score. Again, a 6-point game at halftime. This was a different ball game, really, than it looked until the third quarter. At that point, Bearden kind of woke up, and it was all she wrote from there. 79-44, the score. Mike, are you going to stick around for a few minutes, or are you heading out?
I will stay here.
Oh, you'll stay here? Well, we'll go ahead and take a 3-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll talk to Mike Sheehan. We'll get stats from our case, and we'll talk to Coach Aaron Green. We'll be back on the Prep Radio broadcast from Oak Ridge High School in 3 minutes.
You've worked hard to build your business, and we want to help you protect it. The team at Fox Insurance Group believes your business deserves the expertise of a local insurance agent. With business insurance from Todd Fox at Fox Insurance Group and Encova Insurance, you can make sure your business stays up and running no matter what happens. If you own a business, make sure it's fully protected by contacting Fox Insurance Group. Visit www.grayfoxins.com or call 865-482-0513.
I'm Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty. I'm a proud graduate of Oak Ridge High School, class of 1982, and a member of the 1980 State Championship football team. As a lifelong resident of Oak Ridge, I would love to put my knowledge of the area to work for you should you have any real estate needs. You can contact me at 865-919-5559 or at betsycolemanrealty.com. Thank you, and roll Wildcats roll.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
Ugh, come on, seriously? This is so extra.
but what you could say is,
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
your local State Farm agent is available when and where you need them, online, over the phone, or even in person. State Farm agents are here to answer your questions and help you file your claim.
This is so extra. Get with someone who can actually help. Contact me, Agent Laura Lynn Green, today.
Did you know that Summit Medical Group was voted the best family practice in internal medicine in 2023? We do walk-in same-day appointments and are currently accepting new patients. For the convenience of our patients, we have on-site physical therapy, a lab, x-ray, and ultrasound. Come see our new location, Briarcliff Avenue in Oak Ridge. To schedule an appointment, call 865-483-3172. We're open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Saturdays 9 to 5. Summit Medical Group of Oak Ridge, the leaders in primary care. Get to the summit.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
Ugh, come on, seriously? This is so extra.
but what you could say is,
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
your local State Farm agent is available when and where you need them, online, over the phone, or even in person. State Farm agents are here to answer your questions and help you file your claim.
This is so extra. Get with someone who can actually help. Contact me, Agent Laura Lynn Green, today.
Did you know that Summit Medical Group was voted the best family practice in internal medicine in 2023? We do walk-in same-day appointments and are currently accepting new patients. For the convenience of our patients, we have on-site physical therapy, a lab, x-ray, and ultrasound. Come see our new location at 850 Briarcliff Avenue in Oak Ridge. To schedule an appointment, call 865-483-3172. We're open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Saturdays 9 to 5. Summit Medical Group of Oak Ridge, the leaders in primary care. Get to the summit.
Welcome back here to the Wildcat Arena. Alex Myers, Mark Haste, Shauna Haste, who's doing camera work for us, David Clary, our executive producer tonight, and Mike the Wildman Sheehan, giving some color commentary as well, and always great company. A couple thoughts from me before I turn it over to our panel. It's just interesting how different Oak Ridge's boys team and girls team are, yet the games were kind of reflective of each other. I mean, they were kind of mirror images in a way where, both teams, too many turnovers, a lot of passes that were sailing high. Both teams had a lot of good open looks on offense, but neither team shot it well. Mark Case was pointing out a moment ago, 1 for 12 from 3. They were 0 of 9 from three-point range in the second half. So Oak Ridge, it's not like they continued to take shots that weren't good. They were taking good shots. They didn't overdo it. They just didn't hit them. And sometimes, there's complications to basketball, but just as with any sport, sometimes it's a really simple game. Who can put the ball in the hole? And tonight the Wildcats, both girls and boys teams, just struggle to do so. Mike, before you get out of here, you got a little bit longer drive, so I'll let you go first. Your thoughts on the boys game and then just overall tonight. I know Wildcats, it doesn't get much easier, Mike. They got Farragut on Friday. They're going to be on the road for the next few games. But before we tackle those, let's talk about tonight.
Yeah, the girls really, they're really young, and they really. I love the way they play. They play with intensity. They don't back off anybody. But they came into a buzzsaw tonight. Bearden just could not miss. I mean, their shooting was outstanding. The rebounding was good. All phases of the game were very strong for the Bearden Lady Bulldogs. And then turn around, and the boys are the same way. It's amazing how good both those Bearden teams are. You don't go 23-1 and not be a really good boys team. And that's exactly what Bearden did. They didn't start out on fire. That first half was really a close game. And then all of a sudden, Bearden could not miss in the third and fourth quarter, and they pulled away from the Wildcats. And the Wildcats, for whatever reason, just weren't making their shots. And it was just a long, tough night for both Wildcat teams. But hopefully we can rebound and get better by Friday night over there at Farragut.
Thank you very much. As always, it's great to see you, Mike Sheehan. We'll be safe getting back home. We appreciate everything you do for us and Oak Ridge athletes. Mark, another person who's kind of an unsung hero behind the scenes, does the stats, does so much technically for us to be able to get broadcasts on the air. Mark Haste, you've got the stats for the boys' game.
Thank you very much. Oak Ridge falls to Bearden, 79-44. Leading scorer for the Wildcats, we had two individuals with 10 points apiece. Charlie Taubenheim had 10. He was 5 of 11 from the field, also with 10 points. Ethan James, he was 4 of 9 from the field, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. 9 points added by Justice West. He's 4 of 8 from the field, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Let's see, 6 points added by Josh Amos Jr. off the bench for the Wildcats. He was 2 of 3 from the field. He was 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 2 points added by Jarrell Jimerson, so off night for him, obviously. 1 for 8 from the field. 2 points also by Eli Peters, 1 of 5 from the field. 2 points by Jacob Holman off the bench for the Wildcats late in the ball game. He was 2 of 2 from the free throw line. And then 3 points by Jeremiah Stevens, the freshman. He was 1 of 2 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. As a team, the Wildcats were 18 of 49 from the field. They were 17 of 37 in twos, 1 of 12 in threes, and 7 of 11 from the free throw line. Quickly looking at the scoring for Bearden, they were led in scoring by Sean Capshaw. He had 22. Brendan Murphy with 16. 11 points by Justin Nordine. 10 points by Carson Aspedy. 8 points by Damian Cullum. 8 points also by Porter Dixon. And 2 points by Paxton Parrott and Jack Ferraris as well for Bearden. Alex?
Thank you very much, Mark. As Coach Green has come up to the booth, we appreciate him always taking time, him and Coach Tubbs both, to do that. Coach, rough night. I mean, it's people are going to look at this and people are going to look at the score and say, boy, Oak Ridge got blown out. And you did in the second half, but at the first half, there were a couple times where I thought you guys, it looked like it could have gone that way, and you guys fought and clawed your way and scrapped back. But in the second half, it looked like you guys kind of ran out of steam, and they really kind of flexed their muscles.
Yeah, the focus coming in the game was just simply taking care of the ball. And, we played at their place. It was our first district game of the year. It was a long time ago. It was this early December. We turned the ball over, and they have a lot to do with that. I mean, they guard how we normally guard, and obviously they're probably one of the top 2 or 3 teams in the state. But if you turn it over and don't take care of the ball against them, you're going to get beat pretty bad. We turned it over some in the first half and kind of overcome it, I guess, a little bit. Only down 6, but again, you struggle shooting it. But again, if you have live ball turnovers, they're really good in transition. They got really skilled players. I think, if I'm not mistaken, if I had to, we don't have a chart for points off turnovers, but I'm guessing they probably had 30 or 40 points off our turnovers, and they almost had as many points off our turnovers as we had points. You got to take care of the ball. It really boils down to that, because it's hard to defend a good team straight up, but if they've got 5-on-4s and 4-on-2s and 4-on-3s, and that's what it was most of the second half because we turned the ball over, you're going to struggle, and that's basically pretty much sums it up.
Yeah, and it was interesting. I thought the girls' game, it was kind of reflective in the sense that a lot of the turnovers were passes that just sailed and were a little bit high. You think that's indicative of a team you're playing where the length is coming into play? And I didn't think they were that much bigger than you, but they're so aggressive and they're so kind of in your face. And to me, I thought that kind of was reflected in how the turnovers were coming, because they're just the passing lanes. If it was there when you went to pass, by the time the pass was let go, those lanes had already closed.
Yeah, we've got and our guys are a lot better than we were earlier in the year. But we've still got obviously a lot of inexperienced guys. Still kind of that's only the second time they've played a team like that. So most of the guys on our team, as far as a really good team. But the way they play, as far as pressure man and causing turnovers, is generally how we play. They've just got, obviously Nordine, number 10, he's a Division I player. Starts with him. Obviously Capshaw's a college player. He can shoot. I mean, they got 4 guys that are really, really skilled and can shoot it. But, I mean, it's not just us turning the ball over. I mean, a lot of that's dictated by them, the type of defense and pressure they put on you. It's kind of like in football. I'm trying to think of last night, Mendoza for Indiana, he got a little bit more pressure on him and didn't play as well. He didn't have any picks, but he didn't play as well because Miami had, got a lot of pressure on him. Similar situation here. I mean, they pressuring you, and you got to be able to make plays. You got to be able to execute on what you're doing against the pressure. And, they're obviously one of the better teams, that will play. So just didn't handle it very well. And, frustrating is kind of ironic because typically that's what we normally try to do to people.
Well, in both games, the girls' game and your game as well, I thought as bad as the score looked, I thought offensively you guys had some good looks at it. They didn't fall. And I don't know if you had something different, but I think Mark Haste had you guys at 1 for 12 for 3. You didn't feel like you guys were forcing them or just chucking them up. You had good looks. I think you were 0 of 9 from 3 in the second half. This is kind of that point. It's been a little bit since Christmas break. It's in the meat of the schedule. You're playing, a bunch of road games in a row. You're getting ready to go. How do you deal with that? Because sometimes you can get tired legs, but at the same time, the schedule doesn't ease up very much.
No, I think that's, everybody's dealing with the same type of thing. Sometimes shots are not going to go in. If you don't make shots against that team and you turn it over like that, it's not going to be a very good outcome. But, it's really your success in basketball is not totally dictated on making shots. That's a big part of it. You got to make teams miss, and, you've got to get, good shots where you're making a high percentage of those. We had some good looks. I thought we had some good looks, but again, and I thought we didn't do a very good job rebounding. I thought they hurt us on the glass. They had 9 offensive rebounds in the first half. And but again, that's a game we're kind of flush. I wasn't real negative after the game with the guys. We got to get regrouped. And, I mean, they've pretty much pounded everybody they've played, on their schedule, really, except for the Arby's Classic on that one game they lost. So you got to put it in perspective. It's a really good team, and we got to continue to get better, and hopefully get another shot at them again in postseason.
Absolutely. One more thing on that game. To me, one thing that I noticed, and sometimes this is hustle, sometimes it's just the ball falls different ways. But I thought one thing that helped them and hurt you guys, it seemed like any loose ball that they got their hands on, they were holding on to it. And for you guys, it felt like the ball was kind of slick, like there was a lot of kind of batting the ball, and then they didn't give you guys any second and third chance opportunities. It felt like you guys got one shot and that was it, and I thought they were able to get a few second chance opportunities, and it's just tough when you got a team that talented.
And that's that's what good teams do. It's what championship teams do. And we had an issue with that in our last game at Hardin Valley. They got a lot of 50-50 balls that we didn't get. They out-hustled us to several balls. I wouldn't say they out-hustled us. We're just that's part that impacts winning. No doubt. You gotta be able to run down those and compete. And again, we're we don't have the size we've had in the past. We got a lot smaller guards than they do. I mean, Nordine's 6'3" and about 190 looks like. I mean, looks like your bench press is about 295. So. But yeah, I think that's strength's a part of it, and just being hard-nosed and competitive, and having some grit. But we'll like I said, tough loss. We got to regroup and get ready for the next one. We got a tough stretch here coming down. We got some district game. Got at Farragut on Friday, which is going to be a big one. I think us and them. I don't know how they did tonight at Hardin Valley, but coming in tonight, we were both second behind Bearden. So all these district games from this point forward will all be big. Basically, I told the guys we'll be playing for a region berth every district contest the rest of the way.
David Clary, I'm getting ready to send it to you after this, but I got one more question. You talk about just flushing this game. Sometimes you got to do that as a coach, and you can't let it linger. Yeah. So what do you guys do coming in on Wednesday? Hopefully we'll get to play the game. I know there's some bad weather coming in. As a staff, as a team, what are you guys doing tomorrow and Thursday to get prepared for a good Farragut team?
We'll go real short tomorrow. I mainly focus on us tomorrow. Real short, sweet, get out, and Farragut will be more Farragut prep on Thursday, kind of in your normal routine. Film studies, shots, trying to work out some things, and just get that, get the game flushed, and you get your tail kicked. You got to get yourself up off the mat and get ready to go at it again. And we got good kids, they're winners, and we'll get ready to play, and hopefully have a better result this Friday.
Coach, thanks so much for your time. Look forward to seeing you guys play on Friday. David Clary, I'll send it to you for your final thoughts.
Everything that you and Coach Green, Mark, and Mike have all said are very correct. The Wildcats, and typically Coach Green, after a ball game, when they've lost, obviously, he looks at the defensive stats, and obviously too many turnovers resulted into too many points. I think he said 40, and that's an incredible amount if that's the exact case. Rebounding was a problem. Once again, they're bigger than us, and they rebounded, and man, they shot the ball really well. But as I said during the game, Oak Ridge typically hits around 8 to 9, sometimes more threes in a ball game. Not that you want to rely on threes, but 1 of 12 is just something unheard of, and it's back-to-back ball games where, and this is, you and I were talking about this off the air a few minutes ago. Charlie had 10 points tonight. He had 13 on Friday. The guy has played almost every single minute of every game. His legs have got to be tired. And, if they get obviously the Farragut ball game is incredibly important for the district standings. With that loss to Hardin Valley, and I'll be brief here. I know everybody wants to go home, but with that loss to Hardin Valley, that is a bad loss in terms of tiebreakers. If the Wildcats can manage to beat Farragut on Friday, they'll have the tiebreaker on Farragut, and it won't really matter as much. And you would figure that Bearden's going to beat Farragut again. And if Oak Ridge can, close the door against Lenoir City, Ray County, and McMinn County down the stretch, the Wildcats can finish second and get that bye. But that Hardin Valley game was a big, big loss. But back to what I was saying, and I'll be brief once again, Charlie's legs have got to be tired. And if they can get him an opportunity to rest a little bit, that would help. Too many turnovers, not enough rebounding, didn't hit the shots. Like he said, flush it and beat the Admirals on Friday.
Thank you so much, David. Mark Case, your final thoughts. Thank you, Shauna. Shauna's getting ready to head out. Appreciate her making all this possible, doing camera work and helping technically tonight. But, yeah, you heard David. I think it was some good points. I think he's absolutely right. Charlie, usually kind of an emotional guy, leader on this team. You can tell it seems like he's a little bit tired, just didn't seem himself, and kind of you could say the same thing on Friday. But Oak Ridge has got a chance against another good opponent to get up off the mat and rebound and kind of get things right. Mark, your final thoughts on tonight's games.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about, the Wildcats really need to, specifically the guys, really need to bounce back after two straight losses, Hardin Valley and Bearden tonight. You're exactly right. I mean, it's late in the season. You are kind of trying to get your nose, figure out what position you are, kind of pole position here. Late in the season, you want to have a default region berth. If you finish 1 or 2 in your district, then you will be guaranteed to make it to the region tournament, which is what you want. The whole season is all for the end of the season, and or rather the postseason. And so it doesn't really matter what you do in the regular season. It's all about the postseason. And the further you extend it, the better off you are, obviously. And if you can take care of business and have the chips fall where they need to fall for you, then having automatic region berth is promising to extend your season.
Mark Hayes, thank you so much. I'm Alex Myers. Appreciate David Clary for being our executive producer tonight and letting me come in and play backup quarterback for a game. Hopefully he was able to get a little bit of a break. I know we worked him still, but hopefully he was able to have a little bit of a night off, and he'll be back with you guys and gals on Friday, assuming the game is played. Hopefully we can get that Friday game in before the weather gets here. Again, thank you to Mark Hayes and Shauna Hayes. Thank you to Mike, the Wildman Sheehan, and David Clary. David, actually, it's your signature sign out. I'm going to let you tell everybody good night. David, thanks again.
Once again, the final score, the guys win it or lose it 79-44 for Mark, Shauna, Alex, and Mike. This is David Clary until Friday night when the Wildcats take on the Farragut Emeralds at Farragut. So long, everybody.